Radio. Wrestling podcast featuring Ramen Bomber and Rab and the one and only Peanut. Woo! Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. Bitches.
The night watchman kicked him out of the building. You kids get out of here!
God damn.
I would not pay $9.99 to watch this shit on Real Player.
She dresses like a dick, but
Yeah, she does.
Her booty does not quit.
Oh god, it's so nice. It's my favorite.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Episode 24, Jobber Radio here. We got through Fastlane, we got through the roadblock, and we're coming up to WrestleMania, and I am joined here today by three guys, and of course, Peanut. By the way, I'm just going to say this right out front. I'm pretty sure you will never see that motherfucker again, or hear.
Right.
I'm just going to say that.
He just
possible.
continues to make excuses.
Hey guys, have a great show.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's literally like, everybody ready? Oh, have a great show. That's literally his response every time. So
Yeah.
probably not going to ever hear him again.
Yeah,
But
it's great.
yeah, so
But
basically,
he will live forever in the intro.
yeah, that's true. If we want to keep it, even though
No,
he
we
says
wanna
his
keep
own
it. It's
name.
awesome.
Do we? Okay, well, there we go.
That's right.
Anyway, the new and improved Peanut, we're talking. Lee, what's going on, dude?
That's really fucked up to say.
What,
Yeah,
the new and
I don't-
improved?
Don't
I
even
just-
compare him to
Okay,
Lee's
that's-
his own man.
I don't-
Lee's his own man.
That's right. I don't want to have that comparison with me. I mean, it's like calling me fucking Ric Flair's kid or something. Jesus Christ.
Oh
Come on.
Jesus! Which one though? One's dead and
Yeah,
one
which
was a
one?
failure. I don't.
Probably
I
the,
thought we were talking about Charlotte.
Probably the worst one. Probably,
the one with
worse.
the Adam's apple.
Ric
daughter.
Flair's kid.
Oh, I thought he
The
said
one
boy.
with the
Never mind. My bad.
The kid.
The one with the Adam's apple.
All right. So Charlotte.
So
Yeah.
not David.
Okay, we got that.
so as you can already hear, obviously we got Lee, we got Rab, and of course Matt Zion. What are you guys up to? Anything crazy? We've been a
was
while
that?
since we've been on.
What's this like dual? You know, are we supposed to like
We had
yell
to
on top
fight
of
for
each
the
other?
intro. Yeah.
Oh, the world's greatest tag team. I'm building you guys as a tag team tonight.
Okay.
Well, I'll start, and then I'll pass it over. I'm doing well. We were supposed to do the recording last week, but didn't work out. I was at NXT. It was wonderful. It's way better than watching Raw.
Oh,
Just go to an NXT event. It was super cheap. I was like 3 rows from there. It was great. It was great.
Nice.
And Ty Dillinger came out and did the 10 thing, which I wasn't a fan of on TV, but it's great live. 10, 10, 10. How about you, Matt Zion?
There you go. I was like, you got to pass it, you piece of shit. I've been doing pretty good. I blame Rab entirely for last week falling apart, though. It definitely had nothing to do with me literally making plans with my girlfriend when I forgot about the podcast. It was all Rab. It's always Rab, all the time. And fuck every single person that gets upset when I plug my gaming channel. Go to hell. How about you, Lee?
I'm great. Happy to be here. I have no doubt that NXT was much better than Raw, but that's not saying much. I think Heroes of Wrestling at this point is much better than Raw. So
Oh God. I just watched a review on that show the other day.
Oh, Wrestling with Regret?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, that's a great channel.
Dear God. Yeah. I just watched that the other day, or actually today. I watched that today.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was having my lunch.
Or like,
good
you guys
stuff.
remember when they did the like wrestling, what was it, like Wrestling Mysteries Revealed, and they had the guys like going and exposing moves like, oh, when you fall down, and then like if you go
Yeah.
back and watch it, they fucked up like half of the moves or half the things you're supposed to be doing. They weren't even like trained people. Where did they find these idiots? They couldn't even like pretend to expose the business properly.
They were all probably rejects from WCW Power Plant.
Yeah, they're all big muscle dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, where do you guys want to start today's show? We got like a million things to talk about since.
Okay,
we,
I think for sure we should start on the fallout from Aztec Warfare 2.
What the hell is that?
it's Lucha Underground.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh God.
I haven't been able to get into it yet because
Nice. I
I'm-
like Lucha Underground.
I'm waiting for because apparently they made a deal with Netflix, and so season 1 is coming to Netflix. So fuck it, I don't even have to watch it live. I'll just go and watch the whole full season on Netflix, and then hopefully they'll put season 2 and keep going with it. I'm totally down for that. Did you hear they're making a movie, Rab?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
They're making a Lucha Underground movie. I'm so in.
Oh my god!
Have you guys watched any Lucha Underground?
Yeah,
I've seen clips. I've seen clips.
No, it doesn't work that way. Lucha Underground doesn't work that way. You got to see it as a show. That's like saying,
story.
have you seen Breaking Bad? Well, I saw a couple of clips.
Yeah, they actually have like full stories they stick to.
Yeah, they have like real, like their vignettes are not like some guy behind, in front of a Lucha Underground logo talking to camera.
Yeah,
they have like stories.
Or
you have to see it the whole way through.
My friend Tom was telling me that he's like, yeah, one time they were building up this like monster inside of a cage. Like, you never saw the monster, but, like, there's a legit monster in there. And, is it like, Muertes or something? I can't say the name, but he's the main antagonist. He's like the Vince McMahon, right?
Dos Muertes.
There you go. And he, like, fed one of his jobbers to the monster, and they killed him.
Yeah, people die on that show.
People die on that show.
Oh, my God.
It's not dumb, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's supposed to be,
they
super
killed
wonderful.
Conan, for fuck's sakes.
Good.
I was about to say.
Should have done it earlier.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I hate that stuff. It's not
If I
wrestling.
saw him walking, it is wrestling. You're wrong.
It is not wrestling.
It is wrestling and it's wonderful.
I will not judge it until I watch it, but I've heard horrible things about it.
Oh, see, I've heard nothing but amazing things.
But good stuff.
I won't judge it myself until I see it, but I've heard bad
He's
things.
the first person I've ever heard say anything bad about it.
Me
it's
too,
just
seriously.
Running, but
Well, I'm a big listener of the Jim Cornette Experience.
Okay.
God,
And
he is the.
I see what happened.
he's not a fan.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he hates
And-
anything that isn't two guys in the middle of the ring with absolutely no outside interference, no drama, just two guys telling a story, and that's all he likes. He doesn't like anything else.
That's not 100% true.
That usually works.
Yes,
though.
He's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Jim Cornette.
Yeah,
I love those
as I
shoots
said-
he did in 1996, but he never left.
Yeah, he was revolutionary back then, but he just stayed in his stuck-up ways. He is a good ranter. Yeah, he's a good ranter.
He is great.
Way more fun to listen to than Vince Russo, who just makes me fucking
Oh my
angry
God.
whenever I hear him say, "Hey, bro, Kevin Owens, he's not money, he's fat."
I told Hulk Hogan, that piece of shit.
Oh my god,
That was a great impression.
Yeah, he's good.
that's pretty fantastic. So what are we
To
doing?
be fair, Jim Cornette also thinks that Kevin Owens isn't money, he's fat.
Well, no. He
No.
said that he was gonna be. See, I listened to this whole. He did a whole episode on this, by the way, about how he said he is destined for great things, but he needed to lose a little weight. He said he knew he had everything, but he just needed to lose a little weight to do it.
Is that what he's saying now?
Yeah,
Now
that's what he's saying. That's what he's
super
saying
over.
No, in ROH apparently he wasn't following instructions. He was just like being a dick and doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, well, because he hated Cornette. that was why he started just doing whatever he wanted. But he wasn't the only one. Generico fucking hated him. Cabana hated him. And the Bucks hated. Like, half the roster fucking loathed Jim Cornette. So they all just acted up and did whatever they wanted.
But damn, he's got a great podcast. to
Yeah,
listen
no,
to.
he's a great speaker, but he's just... you have to take him with a grain of salt. It's like listening to your grandpa try to give you life advice. It's fun to listen to, but good lord, don't follow it.
Yeah, but judging by
when
the things he said off of Lucha Underground, it's got me sketchy on watching
No,
it. But
don't
I will,
trust him
I
on
will
that.
give it a try.
When I was like super marky guy, when I was a teenager, I used to hear Jim Cornette talking. I'll go, "Yeah, you're right. They're all fucking stupid bitches and sluts." But now I'm an adult. I'm like, "Damn, Jim, just tone it down a second, just a bit."
Oh my god, we're the same, because he had that one podcast. I can't remember who he was with, but there was another guy with him that would have him on. And I was the same way, Rab. I'd be like, God, this guy knows it. This guy knows. Now that I've grown up and kind of think for myself, I go, God damn, he left business like 20 years ago. He has no idea how wrestling should be nowadays. None.
True.
Speak.
True.
And Jim Cornette never drew a dime.
Oh, God.
Hey, Kevin Owens, his uncle should be, what was it? It was Adonis or whatever? The fucking
what?
fat guy?
You know who else isn't drawing a dime? Fucking Lucha Underground.
No, it's true. They don't make a lot of money. They
More
don't.
Lucha Underground shots.
They don't. They're small. They're a small company. But that's what I like about them. I don't want them to get big, because I feel like if they got big, then they'd have to sacrifice what makes them so much fun.
Yeah, being on El Rey where no one watches them.
I don't give a fuck. It's amazing. It's really good. Like I want to start watching season 1 like from the start to the end because that's how it's supposed to be watched. You cannot pick it up.
You gotta watch it the whole way through. Yeah, that's what I did. I started from the beginning. I'm a few episodes of season 2 now. I'm not quite caught up yet, but it's fun.
Yeah.
No, I watched the whole first season. I mean, it is a show. It is a show. It's a well-produced show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I mean, you are, but
I was going to say that. I'm pretty sure that's exactly.
But
everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I know that you like. I could tell by the way you were talking about it that you've seen it and you just don't like it.
No, I just don't like it. It's not wrestling to me, so I don't enjoy it.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, I've never liked. When I was at NXT, there, I can't remember who was wrestling. Some fucking people were wrestling in the ring. And, people started the I hate the fucking "this is wrestling" chant. This is the stupidest fucking chant in the world. This is wrestling. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're right. This is wrestling because we're in a fucking gymnasium. This counts. The other shit doesn't count.
So what about, before we get to Jobbermania, what about the NXT show that's coming up that's going to be our real WrestleMania?
Oh, it's going to be great.
Oh my god, it looks so... That card is goddamn stacked with, like, every match I want to see. They all look amazing.
Is that Zayn and Nakamura?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, it's like when you touch something and it's so hot, ooh, so hot. So good.
Gonna scorch my shorts over that one.
And then Joe and Balor again, like, thank you. Let's do that.
I got to see Joe and Balor at the house show.
You probably saw their match at TakeOver then.
Yeah, it looked kind of like it. Like, you could see like they were working on certain spots. Oh, it was great.
Practicing.
It was wonderful.
What is it?
I saw. Actually, what really tore it down? The Revival against American Alpha.
Yeah.
The tag team match. I've never been huge into Dawson and Wilder, but man, that match was fucking incredible. In a fucking house show.
Yeah.
Revival's really good.
They're really
getting good.
Yeah, they're getting good, man. It was as good as Finn Balor and Joe. It was incredible.
Yeah, Gable,
Nice.
Gable, and what's the other guy that looks like Black Kurt Angle?
Jason Jordan.
There you go. They're really good. Like they're just goddamn, they're so great. And the only thing that makes me mad about the whole NXT situation, probably the only thing I could pick apart right now, is the fact that God damn it, what's their names? Fucking Enzo and Cass never got a run with the tag titles. Like they're pretty much.
That's shocking.
They're never gonna get it. Yeah, that's really weird. They're just gonna get called up the night after WrestleMania. Like,
Yeah, well, I saw them at Fastlane. Dude, they were so over. They were amazing out there.
They're crazy over.
Yeah.
But in certain places.
I guess maybe that's what they're like. Yeah, there's some places where they come out and they're a little lukewarm, but for the most part, every time I've seen them, they get at least a moderate to really good reaction. But I guarantee they're coming out the night after.
Yeah, but I feel like if you stick them on like SmackDown or some shit, they're gonna die.
I don't know, because they did really well on that WWE Network pay-per-view, like really well.
did.
So I mean, that was a nice little tester.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we know what you meant.
Yeah. We just.
That's true. They did do really. Where was Roadblock held?
I don't think. I don't think it was in Florida.
No, it wasn't.
So then I think they did fine.
That's Toronto.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Bizarro. Canada. That's right.
Yeah, it was a host show that they basically turned into a
pay-per-view. Yeah, they turned into a pay-per-view. But Toronto, you can't really base things off Toronto. Toronto's Bizarro World.
It's still a good indication, though. I'd take that as a better sign than not at all, like not having any type.
Oh, I know. Yeah, exactly.
I think they're going to do well, though. I think they'll be fine.
I agree with that.
They're just
do you guys want to just do a quick little? What did you guys think about Roadblock? Did you guys watch Roadblock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't break it all down, but what did you guys think of it as a whole?
Go for it.
All the matches were pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Oh, you didn't? He's like,
you didn't watch it? Oh my god.
I watched NXT.
Okay,
you didn't watch New Day versus the League of Nations? Wow,
that was awful. That wasn't good. No, the heavyweight title match, Ambrose and Triple H was awesome. Like it was. Yeah, that was fucking great. Like I think that's probably Ambrose's best singles match he's ever had in WWE. So that was really good. It was nice to see a Hunter he can still go. He may not be as fast and agile as he used to be, but he tells a fucking great story.
Yeah.
Great storyteller, and so that's nice. And also the tag match was really good too with the Revival and the Bada Booms.
I'm just probably going to be super unpopular to say this, especially with you guys. Those guys somehow, I don't think it's 100% because they're the one dude's bald, but they remind me of the Basham dudes. I don't know why. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Why.
I get more of a Lance Cade and Murdoch thing going on with them.
See,
But,
I
like,
love
they're
that.
actually-
I do feel a little bit of Lance Cade and Murdoch.
They're very
the mashup thing.
Like old
Yeah.
school, like weird, like
They're old
kinda
school.
like
They are old.
yeah, they're like NWA. They're like
it's like they're a revival. Oh
yeah,
shit!
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. They're like Tully Blanchard and Arn
Yeah.
Anderson or something.
I was
like
gonna
that,
say
right?
them next. Like they wrestle a lot like the old school style, which is really refreshing because they actually give a fuck about tags and placement and strategy.
Mhm.
Man, they
it's
work
pretty good.
so well in the ring together.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah, and they were both kind of just floating nowhere too until they paired them together, and they've really improved together.
and the finish to Ambrose and Triple H was great. I love that Ambrose is the only reason he loses all of his big matches. Consistently is the reason he loses because
Yeah.
he just does something dumb.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
a
just
good
glad
house
there was
show.
no stupid interference. It was just.
I'm gonna
nice
bring this
clean
TV in and not realize for some reason a random TV
Okay.
is plugged in still, and
That
that'll
was
be
the
my
stupidest
downfall.
finish I've ever seen.
Yeah,
though.
it
I got
was.
That was retarded. It just exploded. in his
TVs
face.
don't do that. God damn
Every
it!
time they unplug, I guess you never unplugged one. That's how. That's how it happens.
He always
But,
costs.
You say you need the little block ones do that.
Oh my
And
god!
Those
oh god,
those little monitors do that. They do that for real. You don't know. You don't have one of those.
That's true. I don't have one of those.
That
It
was
was
the
a
dumbest.
Japanese. It was a Japanese deathmatch TV, is what it was.
Ooh.
Oh, that explains a lot.
See, now you're speaking my language. Now you're speaking my
go.
language.
All right,
Talk about
Jobbermania.
NXT. Wait, talk about NXT real quick. I did see Drake
I saw. I know.
setting up the ring. I got tons of pictures. I got tons of pictures of him trying to fix a turnbuckle.
Why have you not sent me those pictures?
Oh,
I
it's
need to
Drake
print 'em out
versus
and
the
have 'em signed.
turnbuckle.
I honestly took them to show them to you.
Yeah, I'll print them out and have them sign them for me. That'd be awesome.
Pictures of him just tuning on a turnbuckle
Best
while
turn
everyone else
ever.
is while everyone is trying to take selfies with like some random female ring announcer.
You're like Drake.
Drake's too good for that. He don't need that shit.
I tried to get a picture with Drake, but I couldn't. It didn't work out.
It was busy, man. He's trying to set the ring up.
I know.
He had a
thought
match
Jobbers
with the
were for that.
ring. Then he had a match
He-
with the turnbuckle. Yeah.
He was also a Terminator in the Triple
Yeah.
H's entrance. I don't know if you knew that. I don't
Yeah.
know if we talked about that or not.
He
but
was. It was him and Enzo and one other person.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I think Sammy
it
was.
yeah,
I think
it was
Sammy was one too.
Yeah. He's doing
But,
really good in the indie scene too. Good for him. He's probably making a lot more money than he was making.
Oh, of course.
In developmental, so they were never going to do anything. Like we talked about it before. He was awful, but he's great on the indie scene. He seems a lot
Yeah,
more
I mean,
comfortable.
As soon as he came back to CZW, and like he was already like a main eventer, but he comes back straight
That's
legend.
not
status.
particularly hard. One time in CZW, they had an
Son of a
injury, and they
bitch.
were like, "Hey, T-shirt guys, selling our T-shirts. We need you in the main event." He's like, "Yep, I'm all for it. It's my 14th CZW main event."
His name was T-shirt Freak.
There was a tag team called. There was a wrestler called the Cowboy.
Oh my god!
So I'm gonna wrap
What
the
do you gotta
barbed
do?
wire around my T-shirt and sell it to you.
What do you got to do in CZW to become a main eventer? You just have to trip and fall on a fork or something, don't you? Like,
No, I mean, sometimes there are four extremes. but
Just
not
show up. They're like,
Damn, Steve, you're still here? Main event, I guess.
"I got a fork and I fell on it. Put me in the ring. You get in there."
if you tell them you got hepatitis from Abdul the Butcher, do they just jump you right up the cart? Or
Abdul the Butcher was never in CZW. So
Mid Carter,
but I
right
mean,
there.
it's bona fides though. I mean, he's like, yeah, Abdul the Butcher like puked his blood into my mouth.
Oh my
Sign me up.
Jesus.
Anyways,
It's not hardcore. This guy's ultra violent.
anyways, does anybody else have anything to say about Roadblock, which we were supposed to be talking about here? Not
Yeah.
CZW?
One of the
sucks.
CZW main eventers went up to a roadblock, grabbed one of the signs, got in the ring, and they were like, "Main event. That's our guy right here."
Now his
We get
name's
Sammy.
Roadblock.
Yeah. From WCW, yeah.
No.
Oh, CZW. You never cease to be fun to make fun of. It's
You
perfect.
guys are assholes, man. It's
Yeah,
such
we are.
I know.
they've had epic events. I'm telling you, like I'm
Yeah,
talking
with T-shirt guy versus
7
Roadblock.
people- 6-7 people showed up.
nowadays, not so much.
No,
Nowadays, not
Rab.
so much.
6 or 7 people showed up. It was 7 and turned to 6 because they needed another guy in the ring. So it's
No,
like,
those
hey,
were the 6-7 were the guys in the ring.
you're a mother of 3. Get in there and fall on a fork. It all works out in the end.
Nobody ever fell on a damn fork.
Yet.
Yet. I mean,
Alright.
not happening.
Jobbermania, let's get to it.
The podcast for making fun of CZW.
Yeah,
Seriously.
that's our second podcast.
Hey,
We
at
gotta
least we
get back
talk
to it.
about. At least we talk about CZW.
It's
so.
true. I'm sure our listeners really appreciate it.
Yeah.
One day, some of them might think to find what CZW is because none of them have any idea.
And it's funny because they actually started a stream service like the networks. Where you can stream all their old events and stuff.
Is that for their, like,
guess what?
super-
Guess what the price is? Guess the price.
Free?
You're not. You're
Please watch.
$9.99.
Please, we need to make money on the ads.
Look, I would not pay $9.99 to watch this shit on Real Player. Fuck that.
It's probably on
Real player?
I assume they use Real Player, no?
I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't have it, but
It's like
I have all of them on DVD behind me. So
It's
I
like,
don't
no,
need to go back.
CZW, are your codecs up to date?
They have a
There
best
is-
of Kevin Steen, right? They have a best of Kevin Steen. going.
There is no CZW streaming service. It's all a scam that no one has fallen into.
I mean, I would get it if I didn't have the DVDs. I
Oh.
swear to God, I would.
It's for one of their fans that was in a car accident, and once he's healed up enough, he'll get in the ring. But until then,
Well, that
he
was
has
a
to
good
watch
match.
from
That was a
home.
good match.
His name will be Car Wreck.
Car wreck and roadblock.
Dude, actually, that sounds like a pretty great. That'd be a perfect tag team.
Yeah, but how could they function? Because obviously, car wreck was caused by roadblock. So
Hey,
they can't.
I don't-
Natural
I can't tell you
enemies.
everything.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
tell you
that's a classic angle, feuding with teammates. Yeah.
Yep. So sorry for everybody tuning in
alright.
to listen to us talk about WrestleMania. We're talking about CZW.
Oh,
But
God.
anyway, so let's get past Roadblock. I did want to talk about Brock Lesnar, the whole Brock Lesnar bullshit, where he didn't even fight Bray Wyatt. But does anybody think that was bullshit or just me?
Bray's hurt. Apparently, Bray has a back
Yeah.
injury. That's why they did it.
What?
Yeah, he's only
Never
wrestling in tag matches, and he's not doing any much of the work. He just kind of comes and hits his finisher, and that's it. So he's hurt, and also Harper's now hurt. So the Wyatt family are officially the two worst members.
Yeah. And
Not
poor
or you still
fucking
got
Harper.
Braun Strowman. I always felt like Braun Strowman sounds like a good name for a chain that sells soup. Like right next to Campbell's noodle soup, you got like Braun Strowman's
Yeah.
homemade chicken
I'm
noodles.
down for it. I'll
It
try
just
his
sounds
soup.
Stephen
right.
Barley, Braun Strowman.
Yeah, that's why the whole Ambrose Lesnar thing came about because Bray can't do like a full blown match, so they changed plans
Gotcha.
again. Once again, the injury bug has actually this time the injury bug helped a lot because that's like the only match I really want to see.
The injury bug really helped the pay-per-view up.
Yeah, it did because
Yeah.
Lesnar and Wyatt would have been awful. I mean, it would have been fine. I'd like to see it,
Sure,
but
yeah.
I'd love to see Ambrose and Lesnar a lot more.
Well, yeah, but anyway, are you guys into the tournament at all? NCAA tournament, March Madness.
No,
Anybody?
I don't watch sports.
Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. Anybody? Nobody?
No.
Nobody at all?
Yeah, go Aggies, gig 'em. Sure.
Yep.
Jesus Christ! All right. Anyway, on WWE.com, there's the Greatest Faction tournament. Have you seen that?
No,
Or
I
nobody-
don't
you
go
guys
on.
are-
I don't go on
Was-
clickbait
was there-
sites.
There's a WWE.com.
Yes.
I know that. That's as much as I know.
Anyway, they're down to 2, 4, 6. They're down to the Elite 8 in the Greatest Faction tournament right now. And it's
Are those the best 8?
yes, those are the 8 left in the tournament.
But those guys are elite.
Elite 8, yes, the Elite 8. They got, dear God, fuck off. You know what? Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. You know what? Fuck, I'm trying to bring stuff into the show. You know what, you guys? Fuck you guys.
Jesus!
Fuck you guys. All right, where are we going next? I'll let you guys. I'm not going to talk about it. The Greatest Faction tournament now.
Who are in the
Come on, set
Elite
us up
8?
now.
We're
Knock it
sorry. We're sorry, Bomber. Sorry. CCW sometimes doesn't use fans randomly in matches. Sometimes.
Well,
Okay.
do you mean like fans like in the crowd or like fans like box fans and stuff? Because they've definitely used box fans before.
Both. One fan straps a fan to his chest, and he's called the fan. That's CCW
Okay,
for you.
seriously though. On the day.com.
Yeah, on clickbait.com.
What were the 25 best Instagram photos of the week?
Yeah.
Find
go
out
through-
what Randy Orton stuffed down his pants this week.
I read this off. That really is a thing
That's a
right
real
here on
thing.
day.com.
Oh, God.
Oh, of
I'm
course
not
it is.
making this up.
I believe that 100%.
WWE superstars choose Batman or Superman.
For fuck's sakes.
By the way, I heard
Good
that
Lord.
movie was horrible.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. No, you know what? I did see. I'll just bring this up randomly. Renee, what's her name? That's dating Dean Ambrose. I'm forgetting names. There you go, Renee Young. She has a really good Instagram because I like how she just posts random stuff and that she's also hot. But she posted a thing of her and R-Truth doing that face swap thing. That was probably one of my favorite posts on Instagram I've ever seen. It was because he didn't know what was happening. So all of a sudden he's like, "What is this? Oh hell no!" It was very entertaining. All right, tell us about your brackets on clickbait.com.
Time out. You telling me Dean Ambrose is Renee Young going at it?
Oh my God, they've been going on for years.
I was unaware of that. No,
everyone's aware.
Sorry, I'm not into the behind the scenes who's fucking who going on.
Yeah, but I bet you know all the people they fucked in CZW.
I mean, hey,
their mom and their sister and their cousin and yeah.
Hey, Dean.
CZW's not in the South.
Really?
True,
I don't actually. I'm gonna be honest with you,
mean,
Rab.
really?
I have no idea where it is.
What?
I have absolutely no idea where CZW takes place. I have no idea.
The CZW arena.
Have you ever heard of the ECW arena?
Are they really there?
Used to be. Well, used to be. It kind of closed down.
They got kicked out already?
No, the building they closed down and started opening up like concerts and stuff like that, and they don't open the wrestling anymore. But I think. What's up?
I was just gonna say they tried to run a show there, and the night watchman kicked him out of the building. You kids, get out of here!
God damn.
Get a real ring. Don't use a big pad next time.
I hate you
No,
guys.
just two twin mattresses laid back to back.
Is that electrical tape wrapped around a chair? That is not a rope.
This is just like weeks of pinned-up aggression for GW.
So, when everybody's favorite Matt Zion is found hung in a closet, it is due to me.
Hey, at least use rope. It's better than CZW that uses electrical tape, okay?
Jeez, hey, you know what? I'll use everything. I'll use barbed wire. How about
That's
that?
all
That's real
I'm saying.
CW.
Okay, what are you going to say? Get to your goddamn clickbait.com story.
I thought we were done with that.
No, you didn't say the elite whatever groups.
Okay. Well, I wanted you guys to look at the brackets and see what you guys thought.
I can't fucking find it.
I can't do anything.
I can't find it on the website.
Okay. The last 8 teams. Here we go. We got DX versus the Ministry of Darkness.
Oh, Ministry shouldn't be on there.
We have the Ministry already beat NWO Wolfpack. And the BWO.
Yeah, okay, that's understandable.
No, boo.
Wolfpack is probably more memorable than Ministry.
Wolfpack sucked.
It sucked, but I think more people know about it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was really
in the Ministry.
Yeah, well,
I would probably take Wolfpack. Well,
I guess it might be close, but I would pick Wolfpack for sure.
I would take the Ministry.
Yeah.
I
would probably take Ministry. I would probably take.
Yeah, I'd take Ministry too.
And then we got the Shield versus the Nation of Domination.
Shield.
Yeah, Shield, no doubt.
That should be an easy one. We got the Hart Foundation versus the Wyatt family.
Come on, yeah. What are they gonna do? Like walk to the ring with a broken back and leg to fight Bret Hart?
Yeah.
Come on.
Depends on what Hart Foundation too. Really, are we talking just like the original tag?
Probably the original ones.
The
Hart Foundation beat the Von Erichs, and then they beat the New Day.
Yeah, you know who else beat the Von Erichs?
Oh God,
old man Von Erich.
Oh my God. Then we got
I was just gonna say Life. Just Life beat them.
That too. Yeah.
Several of them.
And then we got a pretty good one. This is probably the main event here. The Four Horsemen versus NWO.
I mean, that's like a real storyline, so yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
NWO though.
Horsemen.
I mean, that changed. NWO literally changed the wrestling business.
So did the Horsemen.
Yeah,
No,
but I mean, they
Horsemen
changed it back when it didn't need to be changed. It's still. My argument is it remained the same. Like it did, it made it bigger, but I don't think it actually like revolutionized it to a degree that NWO did.
I just base it on the fact that the Four Horsemen only had one really shitty year before they finally disbanded, and the NWO had several shitty years, including the revision in WWE. So
I just think
Poison.
If you look like in 30 years from now, if wrestling is not dead, more people will remember NWO than the Horsemen.
But they were probably little kids at birthday parties getting super kicked by the Young Bucks.
Little kids, they show up to CCW shows, I assume, if their parents allow them. So that's if they'll go to a CCW show, they'll remember NWO.
I feel like I'm Jim Cornette all of a sudden.
I was about to say that.
I'm throwing up a big 4. I'm throwing up a big 4.
Okay.
Really?
I thought
We're
NWO.
split on
Are we
this?
split
Really?
on this? Really?
Damn.
All right.
How did that
Me and you,
seems
Bomber,
so-
NWO.
Yeah, it seems like a
be fair-
no-brainer to me.
Yeah,
No, I mean I think
so.
it's close, but I'm
Oh,
throwing
it's
up a
definitely
4.
close, but I mean, I in the end, I think it's no. I would put no competition against NWO, but I mean for NWO, but I don't know. I mean, I guess everybody's got their argument.
I would argue NWO would take the entire thing just because
Yeah,
it would change
it's
wrestling
obvious-
so much.
yeah. It's obviously going to come down to DX versus NWO in the finals.
And DX will win because it's a WWE run thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, would you guys pick DX over NWO?
no,
No.
Yeah.
they were just a ripped off version of NWO. I mean, that's all it was. They were great, loved them, but NWO was definitely like the revolutionary thing, and DX was just kind of a copycat version. of it.
I would say peak DX is better than peak NWO, but it is derivative.
Yeah. I would. I
I
don't
just
even.
think the formation of the NWO, the moment Hogan formed, is so much bigger than anything that Michaels and Triple H and China did.
That's true. I mean, if you compare where it was just trio against trio, then you definitely have to go with fucking NWO.
Yeah, just a huge moment. I mean, like Hogan turning heel was unthinkable. That'd be like Cena finally turning heel.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Imagine
would probably
if
have
they-
to go with NWO over.
Imagine if they recreated the Hulk Hogan
Yes.
turn for modern day with Cena. Like they had him come out and drop a leg and everything.
Leg drop?
I would fucking love that.
That's the only card left they have in the fucking deck, isn't it?
They got to keep copying everything from the past. So like, get out there, Cena, drop a leg. All right, Jobbermania,
yeah.
let's do this.
Yeah, let's talk about Jobbermania. So on my YouTube channel, guys, there's this there's a show called Jobbermania that I'm running right now.
No,
And,
no, that's not it. We're talking about.
We're not talking about my
WrestleMania
YouTube channel?
and the horrible booking that they did with what little they did. Fairly enough, did have they don't have a big roster right now. The fact that they had to bring back Shane McMahon, I think, should point that out.
I think there's
but-
some good matches on this.
No,
card.
there are some good matches, but I think okay. So I wanted to talk about one thing in particular that I feel they did last year too. That is hurting them in the long run. So one person made a really good argument here, and they were saying that how they have it backwards. So like on Raw, not everybody appears on Raw. Like it's just the way that it is, and that's the way it should be. You shouldn't throw everybody onto a show just to throw everybody onto a show. But when it comes to Mania, they try to get every fucking person on the roster a payday by getting them into some sort of match. Whereas,
God, the fucking Intercontinental match. Is
oh
fucking
god,
hard.
that's mainly what I'm bitching about. But like, even the Andre the Giant one just seems stupid that they're throwing so many people in there. But
That's
it's
pre-show though.
Yeah, it's pre-show, so it doesn't matter as
Yeah,
much.
I don't mind.
But the
Honestly.
thing is, when like these people aren't on Raw most of the time. Like I think Stardust and Zack Ryder are really good examples of this. They're just barely on. Granted, Stardust is on more, but still, they're barely on.
Zack Ryder. When was the last time he was on
Yeah,
a match on
exactly.
fucking Raw?
So there's
Last I knew, he was just part of the Hype Bros.
he still
Wasn't
is.
he on this year jobbing the Owens in one match? I think.
I'm on.
He's
I'm gonna
working.
find out.
He's working at NXT regularly.
Yeah, he's
I'm
one
gonna
of the
find
NXT guys now. He's like an NXT veteran, basically. So when they get to Mania, though, like when they try to throw these guys into Mania to get that payday, it feels weird and it doesn't make any sense. Because if they weren't on Raw all the time, why the fuck are they popping up in like the biggest show of the year? And when we were younger, like say during the Attitude Era, which I usually hate comparing things to the Attitude Era, but there would be a lot of times where you'd be like, oh my man, one of my favorite guys isn't going to be on Mania. He didn't make the cut. And I remember I got mad as a kid, but now I look back and I go, thank God. Because if they just started throwing all this random shit into Mania, it ruined potentially building a star. So like my argument is, it should have been Sammy versus Owens. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, Sammy isn't built up enough in terms of WWE. Like, he's built up in NXT, but he's never built up on Raw, and they didn't have enough time. My argument is, he could be a made man if him and Owens had an amazing singles contest at Mania. But because it's going to be this giant clusterfuck, it doesn't matter what he does, he's not going to really stand out. He's just going to be a part of this jobber match, and that's it.
The other thing, though, I found weird was if they really wanted to do this clusterfuck, why not just do it with the U.S. Championship?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Like Kalisto versus Ryback doesn't matter anyways.
No, it doesn't. And one person said the argument is that they want Kalisto to be like this big star. So if he beats Ryback clean, which I'm gonna argue, I have a feeling Ryback's gonna kick his ass. But
Probably.
it's just the way that they book. They hate small people that have potential. But like last year, I got mad when they put Bryan into the ladder match because I wanted Bryan versus Ziggler 1-on-1 for the IC title because I would have remembered that. I have a feeling they would have had a really fun singles match. And you remember, imagine if they did like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Macho Man, and they're like, we got to get some paydays. Start throwing in like Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and let's throw in this faggot and like
George the Animal Steel.
Seriously,
Hey, George the Animal Steel is a legend.
It's annoying because like they're killing themselves from having these potentially amazing matches that can be memorable. Instead, it's just going to be a clusterfuck. Because like I can't remember any of the Money in the Bank ladder matches. I barely remember last year's IC title ladder match, barely. And I was fucking there live. All I remember is Bryan won, and that's it.
And even though Zayn was out, they could have built this feud for months.
Yeah.
Oh god.
They could have built this feud for months. They just could have had Kevin Owens talking shit about him for a couple months and do an interview with Sami Zayn, who's in recovery or training for the big match or whatever, you know? They could have built it up. People would have wanted to see that shit, but no, it's like, oh, this nobody Zayn, we'll put in Ziggler and Ryder and book.
Honestly, I don't think they even needed to do that. I think they could have done it with just Zayn in the time they had. They made it this weird thing, and The Miz was involved for reasons beyond my understanding. And
payday. That's it. That's the only reason.
I think Kevin Owens versus Zayn at WrestleMania could have worked fine.
Yeah, it would have been good. And then I feel like the US...
He's not super well known, but he's known enough. There was a whole thing at the Royal Rumble, so it's been already shown that they've got this history, and both of them have great chemistry. I think they could have built it up in the time they had. They just didn't make any effort.
There's a story there.
But that's WrestleMania. No effort for anything. All of this came together in like 2 weeks, unless you're part of the big three. And even one of those came together in the last couple of weeks.
True, yeah. Shane, Undertaker, yeah.
Gosh, it's lazy. The whole thing feels like they had plans, and the plans fell apart because people got hurt.
Everybody got injured, yeah.
But what they decided was, well, instead of like modifying what we have and trying to make it good, they're like, stick to the plan and just put some other idiots in there. That's the IC title match. It doesn't make sense to me. The U.S. title would have been the perfect one to do this for because Kalisto isn't. He's not. I mean, he's good, but he needs more time with the fans. And highlighting him in a ladder match would be perfect. And I just don't. I don't understand why they did this.
It's funny. The whole time I just assumed it was going to be the U.S. title that became this match.
Yeah, me too.
It just made so much sense that way, and it didn't.
Who do you see winning?
Them, I guess.
The ladder match. Shit. No,
Kevin Owens.
I hope it's Owens, but I don't see.
I see Zayn winning.
Maybe.
Maybe.
To kick it off, like
they hate him.
That'll kick off the one-on-one with Owens.
Yeah, they hate
him.
It
won't be Miz. It won't be Ziggler. It won't be Ryder. It won't be Sin Cara. It won't be.
Well, by the way, Ryder. Yes, I found the information out for you. By the way, while we were talking, he was on this past Raw in the triple threat match with Sin Cara and Stardust. Went to a no contest, but before that, February 15th, he lost to Heath Slater in 2 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was his last Raw. February 15th.
Yeah, he's so random. I mean, I'm happy for him. I know he's a nice guy, but it doesn't make any okay, so I'll just jump ahead a little bit because one of the fan questions I was left was why didn't they put in Tyler Breeze instead of Zack Ryder?
Wouldn't that
have made more sense? And my answer to that is they hate him.
Yeah, Vince McMahon doesn't like his ass, so he's gone.
Anybody that comes in from NXT,
that was so quick too. That was so quick.
Oh yeah, and he was doing great. He was so much fun.
Him and Ziggler were putting on great matches when he first came.
They had a really good match, but I think just his character was fun. Like the calling people uggos always made me laugh. I enjoyed him. Nope, he's NXT. Apparently, that's what I think Zayn isn't winning. Because if you come in from NXT, you automatically have a crutch. Like for some reason, Vince is like, I hate my own developmental system, so all of you have to earn getting a push in the show now. It doesn't make any sense.
It's not my developmental, pal. It's Hunter's. That's his little project.
God damn
Him and Stephanie.
It makes no sense.
As I'm looking over the WrestleMania card right now, or Jobbermania, if that's what we're going to call it, and I don't see AJ anywhere.
Well, they haven't announced it officially, but it is going to be AJ and Jericho.
It's going to be him and Jericho.
Yeah, well, they have like 9 matches up here already, not that one. How many matches are they going to fucking have?
Let's finish off
it's 4 hours long.
Yeah, it's 4 hours. Let's
All right,
finish off the
what?
IC ladder match. Let's go match by match and do predictions. Because I'm just gonna go with Kevin Owens because I don't want anybody else in the match to win. I want Zayn to beat him 1-on-1. I don't want him to win it in a clusterfuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Owens too.
I'm also gonna say Owens.
I would like Owens, but I think Zayn's going to win, and that's going to kick off their feud for each other.
Every time.
That's gonna.
Did you like that when everybody was doing their entrances on Raw and like Owens was doing his little pissy faces like he's upset, but then the moment like Sammy came out, you saw the fucking fire in his face.
Yeah, I mean they have so much history, man.
It's the only one he cares about though. The rest of these guys are just there.
Yeah.
Or like when he called the Miz walked up to him when he was getting crowded by him, and he looked at Miz and he went, "What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be on Superstars?"
That's awesome.
Then I guess Kalisto Ryback. So we're already kind of talking about that one.
Kalisto.
Oh God.
I hope Kalisto, but I'm going with Ryback as my pick.
Dear God, I think I'm gonna go with Kalisto on this one. I mean, he beat Del Rio, right? He can't lose to Ryback.
Well, they put Ryback over the Wyatts, though. That means a lot in today's business, right?
Jesus Christ. I don't, literally, this is like a 50-50. I'm going to say Kalisto. I really don't know what they're
I'm pretty sure that I went over the Wyatts at No Way Out the other day.
Oh, my God.
You were walking next to him, and they laid down and let you pin him. Just make it even, you know?
Fully loaded.
Fully loaded, dear God.
It's gonna be Kalisto, I think. Ryback, like they're trying to give him this like semi-heel push, and it's not catching on with anybody, as far as I can see. So
that hasn't stopped them.
But they don't care about that.
Yeah,
true.
They don't give a shit about that.
I can see. I think that's gonna be a surprise though, because if I'm picking Owens to retain, I have to imagine that one of the lower mid card titles has to change hands, and I don't think it's gonna be the tag titles. So something has to change besides the heavyweight title.
The Divas Championship is going to change.
I think so too. But I don't think Vince counts that as one of the titles. I think
Probably
he just puts
not.
up with it. So then, what was the match you were suggesting next to talk about?
We can do the Divas since we can do the Divas.
God, it's gonna be so good.
Should be good.
That is going to be the match.
It's gonna be fucking great. It's just the fact that Sasha's in there is gonna help it out immensely. But
I think they're going to get such a good reaction. I think they're going to get a huge.
I don't know if
reaction
they will actually.
Really?
I think they will. I mean, fucking WrestleMania is smarky as shit.
Yeah, should be.
I don't know, but I just have this.
They'll
feeling
get a
that
better
it'll be
reaction
good,
than Roman Reigns. I'll predict that.
No, oh no, I disagree with you.
How are we
completely.
defining better?
Okay,
He's gonna get the largest.
He's gonna get the shit booed out of him, but like people.
I meant
will
like
be
I
there
meant like
and
people
enjoy the shit
cheering, but I guess a
Well,
bigger
no,
overall.
I think the Divas is gonna get a really good reaction.
Well, okay, so
I think the WrestleMania crowd's a good crowd for them.
So I think their build-up has been good, other than the fact that I don't really like the interaction between Becky and Sasha. They come off as annoying. Like they're turning them into kind of like, they sound like crybabies a little bit. They're kind of like but other than that, like in terms of wrestling and stuff, it's been a good build-up. But I don't know. I'm stuck between Becky and Sasha. I almost feel like Becky will take it because she's already been the one that's in the mix, and a lot of times they'll do that. They'll give it to the girl that's in the mix before they give it to the one that they ultimately want it. But Sasha's, I don't know. It could go either way.
I think Sasha's gonna take it. I think Sasha's
a more feel-good moment for the crowd.
I would only be really surprised if Charlotte retained.
Yeah, I don't. Think
I wouldn't be surprised if Becky won, but I think Sasha's gonna win.
I think I'm gonna go with Sasha too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Ric Flair because he gets to see a bunch of women wrestling in front of him.
I want him to be the Divas champion so bad. You don't even know.
that would be fantastic. But I'm gonna go. Awesome. I'm gonna go with Sasha. I'm gonna say Sasha.
Talk about
as well.
Just real quick aside, talking about seeing women wrestling in front of me. At NXT, there was a Divas tag match or a women's tag match, and what's this woman's name? The one with Enzo and Cass.
Shit, what was her name?
Carmella.
Oh, okay, never mind. My bad.
Oh, God.
So I was sitting right by where she was standing the whole time during the match, and I couldn't look because I'm with my wife. The whole time, I'm even talking quiet because my wife is in the house. The whole time, I'm like, damn, why? My wife is right here. Calm down.
We're going to hear Rab getting smacked in the back of the head in a second.
But it was impressive to say.
So pretty decent, huh?
See, I don't find her attractive at all. I don't know why.
Yes, I don't, not the front of her, but the back of her.
She dresses like a dick, but
yeah, she does. It's just a giant penis.
Yeah.
She really does. Yeah, more of a Bailey kind of guy.
She has quite the posterior, and She was standing right there for like 4 feet from me the whole time. Looking in the other direction, I couldn't. It was very difficult. It was very difficult to keep my composure. As I'm saying.
I'm glad you didn't get attacked by your wife in the middle of the show. That's good.
Might now.
I'm a gentleman. All
right, what's next?
Well, let's go to, I think, match of the night. We might as well start with match of the night right here. The Usos versus Dudley Boys.
Oh God, why is this on the show?
Oh, that's right. It's a match.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a thing.
This is a match. I'm feeling pre-show for this. I don't know about you guys.
No, I think it's gonna be on Mania.
Is this on
pre-show's
the
the
No,
Battle Royal.
I think they'll use that for one of the buffer matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how they try not to stack the big matches next to each other.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think that will be one of the buffer matches.
So is this the new piss break instead of the women's match?
Yeah, right. I think
yes.
so.
That
I'm
sucks
going-
because I love the Dudley Boys. It sucks because I love them.
I'm going Dudley Boys though, because I think they're going to be one of the future teams for New Day. So they're gonna build them back up because they'll be the heels and New Days will be the faces.
Yeah, that's about the only place you can go with them unless you want
Nope.
to finally
Nope,
split
the
Bubba Ray
Usos
off.
will win.
You can't do anything with the Usos though if they win.
Doesn't
They just win
matter.
and
The
that's it.
Usos win. They're the
I
Usos.
think this is more of I wouldn't say a tribute, but more of like a nod to the Dudley Boys. I don't think this is going to be like their big push towards New Day. I think this is going to be like, all right, we're going to give you guys. I don't know how much longer they're going to be going, but I think this is going to be a Dudley Boys WrestleMania win. Just I don't know. Have they ever won at WrestleMania? I know they've been on WrestleMania before, but have they ever won?
I don't think so. I can't.
I have no
recall.
idea, but I can't think of one.
No,
Yeah, I can't think of a win either. I know they had.
Edge and Christian always won for some.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Dudley Boys. I think this is a kind of a nod to them. I'm gonna say Dudleys. But did everybody go? Everybody go for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do. How about? I guess the tag team titles are not on the line. It doesn't say they are. The New Day versus League of Nations. It has it. Battle for tag team supremacy is what it says.
Oh,
in
so
the-
yeah,
in
it's
the
not
match.
titled a match then. That's
Like,
weird.
what is-
Why?
Yeah. Why? even do it?
Why?
Oh,
So-
wait, are they doing like a 3-man or 6-man or something like that?
I have a
Or?
feeling Henry's gonna pop up again and like join
Maybe.
New Day for a night again because it feels like they want all four guys because Barrett's wrestling again.
Yeah, because
So-
it's like 4-on-3, I guess. I don't know what's going on.
I think
with
they're
this
gonna have
thing.
another member. Somebody. Maybe they'll. If they were smart, they would just grab a random person they wanted to debut from NXT and throw them with the New Day, try to get them a little heat going into Raw the next night. But I don't know. I mean, I think if it's not for the tag titles, then it's League of Nations because they're gonna build them to go for the tag titles. But New Day would be
And
the
they
smarter win. But I'm gonna pick League of Nations then. If it's for the tag titles though, then New Day.
League needs a win. They've lost to New Day like 2 or 3 times now, haven't they?
League doesn't need shit. Just make them go
League
away.
yeah. Now
Make
I
'em
think
go
well,
away.
it'll
Well,
be
if
New
they
Day.
want to. If they want to progress the feud, they need to have a win at some point.
I think
They
it's
don't care about that.
It's amazing that I love all. Well, I don't like Del Rio. Okay, I like 3 out of the 4 guys
I
from
only
League of
like
Nations
2.
on their own, but I hate them together.
I only like 2. I don't like Barrett. I don't like Barrett.
I like.
Is
Barrett.
this going to be Barrett's last match? Because isn't he done with the company soon?
I think it was like in June or something. I think he still.
Oh,
has
I
a
thought it
little
was
while.
after Mania. Okay.
I thought
Maybe.
he still had a little bit of time.
Well, this is probably his last Mania, so.
Oh
it's
yeah,
definitely his
WrestleMania
last
for sure.
I don't know. Yeah, I only like Sheamus and Rusev, but I'm gonna pick New Day because they shouldn't lose. Bottom line, I don't know what they're planning, but they shouldn't lose to League of Nations. They're so jobber territory right now.
Indeed.
But
For the record, the Dudley Boys have never won at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. So Dudley Boys
oh yeah,
are winning. Yeah, they're winning.
top lock going in. All right, well let's do the 3rd annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
The armbar.
The who?
The,
Well,
the
there's only
armbar. I will once again call it the armbar.
Well,
And I will not
if-
explain it again because I explained it on the last podcast.
if, I'm gonna go with probably Strowman because they want to keep
God.
putting over the big guys that nobody fucking cares about. More than likely,
Yeah.
I know a rumor was Henry because this is like Henry's retiring soon. They want to give him like one last big thing. Both of those sound awful.
Yeah.
The other rumor is that Cesaro is pretty much ready to go. And if they don't save him for Raw, I could easily see them throwing him into the Battle Royal and having him win again, making it a really big deal that he's won 2 of them. And they are desperate for fucking stars right now. And if they throw him in, I mean, they never commit to a push, but they do try to push him every once in a while pretty hard before they lose interest because, he's from Sweden and stuff. So I could see him winning. If he's in the match, he's my pick. But if he's not, then I'm going to go with Braun Strowman probably.
Yeah, they've only got
I abstain.
six announced.
Yeah.
Yes, just 6. I abstain from guessing.
No, you got to guess.
Really?
That's the rule.
You're not even
I
gonna.
don't-
Yeah, at least
I don't-
guess
No,
somebody.
that's the rule. You got to guess.
Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze. There you go. That's. We just talked about how nobody likes him. He has no chance of doing anything. You're like,
He's
Tyler
in
Breeze
the
will
battle
win.
royal.
He's-
He's in the battle
He's
royal.
gonna
is.
feel a breeze when he's tossed over the top rope immediately.
Yeah, he'll probably be the first eliminated.
Yeah, he's gonna do that goofy spot where he like runs at Big Show and Big Show just tosses him casually and they all laugh at him for a couple minutes and then they start the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how much
Fine,
I
I'm
hate
sorry.
it.
Fine. Bo Dallas.
All right, I
Okay.
can see it because it'd be funny.
He's got a better chance than
He
Tyler
does.
Breeze.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna.
I mean,
say
honestly, Kane. I think Kane has a shot.
Oh my God, we're gonna have two Bo Dallases.
yeah, why not?
Oh God, dear Lord.
He's the spoiler for WrestleMania.
You are right
boys.
though. Kane does have a chance.
That
for sure.
that's
I
actually
think-
that's
I
my
think
pick.
Kane has- I think Kane has a shot.
Kane's been my pick for a while. I think Kane's gonna win. I
Stop
mean,
fucking
he's done
talking.
so amazing at all the Royal Rumbles, but yet he's never won a Royal Rumble. They're gonna.
That's
least
not
give
an
him the-
excuse to make him win.
I know. That's a Leonardo
Oh,
DiCaprio
Big Show never
excuse.
really
I know,
won a Battle
I know.
Royal, so let's have him win this. Why? What is
Because
your
if they're
plan?
doing- if they're doing like,
To be fair, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Big Show should have won one.
No,
That's true.
No, he shouldn't.
I
I
ain't got
didn't
a
think
problem
about
with
it.
No.
I didn't think about him winning until I saw him in the match. During the match, I was like, dude, Big Show needs to win this.
No, he doesn't. No, he does not.
I
sure.
wanted him to win
Sure,
over
because
Miz
it
and
doesn't
Sandman.
matter.
Big Show shouldn't even be wrestling anymore. He should be done. He should have retired a year ago because he's fucking worthless. He's awful in the ring. Probably a really nice guy. Sorry. But when you walk across the ring at a snail's pace for every match that you're in now, no. No more of that. Oh, well, he's never had it before. I don't give a fuck. Roddy
Nah, he's
Piper
a-
never had the
it's not
heavyweight
like it's
title.
any-
It doesn't mean we need to give him one.
It's like a little memorial. It's not like a world title or
But it
anything.
should
It's
be.
a-
I argue that they should make it so important that whoever wins that thing, at the very least, gets a title shot. Make it so that it means, because otherwise it's just oh, you got a trophy, good luck jobbing on Raw again, because they
But
never
that's
do
what it
anything
is.
with them.
I don't think it should be as high as a title, but I think it should definitely be
It should mean something.
celebrate. Yeah, it
And
shouldn't be.
it didn't mean anything with Cesaro or with Show, because they both
Correct.
just immediately slowed down and did nothing after.
correct.
See, I like that because they do that sort of stuff in like Japan, where they have like trophy tournaments and stuff like that.
It actually
That make
matters there, though.
that basically put guys in positions
Yeah.
for title shots in the future.
I know a CZW company that does too. It's called Tournament of Death. They,
Who won, Roadblock or Traffic Stop?
That would be Matt Tremont.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Roadblock. Okay,
You
that's
you
Roadblock.
made that guy up.
No, he's the world champion of CZW.
Oh my god!
Matt Tremont. No, he's great. He's amazing. Wow. I
kidding, right?
I fucked myself over by saying that. No, I swear to God, Matt Tremont is the CZW world champion right now.
Is there anybody that wrestles
God.
in CCW that I would still know from like the Mondo era?
Well, beside from that era,
Yeah.
To be fair, that
Wasn't
was
like
a long
Justice
time
Payne
ago.
I was about
one
to
of the
say
final
no,
final
just
guys?
he's been Nick Gage, but he's in jail again right now. He came back, but then I guess he broke parole because he robbed a bank. If nobody knows
I
what's going on.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got out and he came back ripped as fuck. He looked. I'm not even kidding. He came back and looked amazing. He worked out like every single day.
But he's back
He
in
came
jail.
back and then broke parole and he's back in jail.
I think you're trying to sell us on this.
One of the most successful CZW alumni.
Yeah.
He-
You know,
because
you're-
he-
That is true.
No, this is a top-notch company, guys. Oh, but yeah, he's back in jail.
They were.
because he-
They were
he
definitely.
robbed the bank
Yeah, he robbed a bank. Yeah, but he was definitely.
badly.
Dude, I don't care what you say. CZW was the #1 indie company at one point in time.
No, it
So, I
wasn't.
don't-
No, it never was.
Yes, it was.
No, it
I
wasn't.
promise you it was.
No, I swear to God, it was not.
2000, 2001.
I respect
I'd say-
CZW. Like, I know I usually won't admit that, but it was never #1.
Oh,
I
to be fair,
followed
to
it for a
be
little
fair,
while. It was not
2000
#1.
To be fair, 2001, maybe.
When did Ring of
indie
Honor
scene
start?
Was bad.
When did Ring of Honor start?
2001, the big shows was like were CZ and like XPW.
No, CZW was above Ring of Honor
No,
for
it
a
was
while.
not. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
Yes,
was.
No.
Yeah, it was. Ring of Honor took a little bit
No.
to pick up.
Yeah.
It's still look
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
not talking
people that were created
Well,
from
that's
Ring
not
of
what-
Honor
that's
and
not
the
what we're
people that are
talking
created
about.
from. No, but during that era,
I don't-
look at the people that Ring of Honor had in
Yes,
CZW.
I don't think that's what we're talking about. I think
I would argue that
it was
there's
like
Attendance,
it was like
buys,
it was
DVD
most
buys.
popular. Yeah, it was like the most CZW and like XPW were like the two big ones.
No.
They were awful.
We're gonna have to agree that I'm right to disagree.
No, you're super wrong.
No,
Because
I
you
don't
weren't
know.
watching indies back then.
Yeah, it was. No, I was a huge fan of Mondo, so I was watching all kinds of CCW stuff.
You were big.
The only person I think comes close, which probably is Danny Havoc. I don't know if you is that
I've heard
still...
the name before, but I don't remember what he looks like.
That's probably the only closest. Devin Moore. I don't. Well,
I've heard
he's
the name also.
quite a bit after, but
I mean, I know a lot about them too because
Nobody
a lot of
else.
those guys are in PWG. So
yeah, they all go all over the place. Yeah, they mainly they started out.
all right. So what were we talking about before I proved you all
we were
wrong?
talking about the Andre the Memorial Battle Royal. I think we all picked a winner,
Everybody
right?
picked? Yeah, I think we're all good.
All right, let's go. I think we did all the undercard matches for the most part, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
All right, so let's go Shane McMahon and Undertaker Hell in a Cell match. What's
so
going to happen?
some of the fan questions were pertaining to, is Undertaker going to lay down and let Shane beat him to say fuck McMahon? And I say there's no chance in hell.
Oh, I fucking hope not.
This is not WCW.
No,
I mean, these
he's-
people are
yeah.
fucking stupid, but
No
they're not
way.
that stupid.
No, the build-up has been atrocious. Other than like Shane coming back was amazing. Everything else has been like a giant fart in the wind.
Him throwing punches in the ring. Oh my god.
Shane needs to not throw punches ever again.
Yeah, he
Those
tries
are
to
the
do them so
worst.
fast. He's like, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's pretty.
It's pretty
yeah,
bad. I mean, I like that I don't know. I'm pretty certain I'm leaning towards Undertaker beating Shane. But I could see them doing a thing to lead to something bigger for maybe down to like SummerSlam. But I think I'm giving them too much credit by saying that because they don't plan things out anymore unless the person's name is Roman Reigns. And the plan is he wins every time. So I'm going to go with Undertaker because I can't see them looking back on his full streak and be like, the two guys that beat him were Brock Lesnar and Shane McMahon. Like that, it doesn't sound right. And also the fact that we're in Taker's hometown for this, I don't see him losing, but I think it's going to be a fucking spectacular match. It's going to be just weird. Like they're going to throw every bell and whistle that they can possibly throw at it to make it good. And I can't think of a single Shane McMahon match that I didn't at the very least respect. So I mean, he's usually
Shane
amazing.
Shane McMahon got good matches out of X-Pac.
Yeah,
Let's-
exactly.
let's-
Yeah, that's probably like his
let's
worst
make this
match
clear.
too, and it's still good.
He got some good. He got good matches out of X-Pac. So
Yeah.
yes, I mean,
You guys know
basically
the
ditto.
stipulations, right?
I think there's a chance. Yes, I think there's a chance that Shane's wins. I don't know. Does it sound like a dickish yes?
Yeah,
I
it
was
did.
halfway through my I was just halfway
Well,
through my
just
sentence.
say it, just for anybody that I guess wouldn't know.
Yeah. So if Shane wins, he gets control of Raw. If Undertaker wins, he can't compete at WrestleMania ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he'll retire for real or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah, stipulations. Who cares? They'll be gone in a month.
But yeah, I mean, I think there's a chance Shane wins. I think we're back in, thanks to Brock, we're back into like there's maybe Undertaker might not win a thing. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Taker. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun match. It's gonna be a really fun match.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think Brock was going to win whenever it was Brock. I mean, I knew it was going to be a good match, but I didn't think Brock.
No,
was
I just
gonna
mean
win
thanks to Brock winning now.
Oh, now that
uncertainty.
okay, I
Yeah.
see what you mean. Okay.
There's a chance that Shane could win because Brock's already beaten.
Yeah,
If
there's
he
definitely-
hadn't, then there's no way.
Before Brock winning, yeah, there was no chance.
No.
chance in hell. But
There it is. Yeah. Oh no. Ah man. I'm with Zion. I'm really liking the fact that I don't know who's going to win. But if I had to pick, I have to go Undertaker. Probably the same exact reason as Zion. You can't say Brock Lesnar and Shane McMahon are the two people to beat Undertaker.
This makes me laugh.
Yeah, it does. It does. But then again,
I would if I had to pick what would happen, I would pick Shane just because it'd be more interesting.
It'd be different, yeah.
I won't be mad if Shane
I don't
wins.
think it's gonna happen.
I won't
won't
be mad
either.
if Shane wins.
No, I'd be happy either way. I think the outcome doesn't really matter as much as the match is going to be just awesome.
And I hope we come here right after WrestleMania and we're like, that was the match of the night. It was so
We're
good.
like, wow,
so
that
good.
was a disaster.
Yeah, I hope it's not like that. I hope it's not like, wow, that was horrid.
Damn. The good thing it was a Hell in a Cell. Undertaker was able to use his walker to beat up.
God.
He's like building it in the corner. He's like, Shane, give me a few.
Yeah.
But it was really smart of Shane to take the tennis balls off. It really.
Oh, God.
He's throwing them at Undertaker. Taker gets out his racket and starts hitting them back. Like, what the fuck are we watching?
I mean, as impressed as I was seeing Shane McMahon hyped up by Julio Gracie or whoever the fuck it was, one of the great. I come on, If Undertaker doesn't win that, it's going to be a fucking farce. So I'm going to have to go with Taker on this one, I guess. But who knows?
So did we all say Taker? I didn't.
I think we all said Taker.
Yeah, we all
Okay.
said Taker.
Okay. And we'll probably all be wrong. But who knows?
I did want to talk about the build-up being very confusing. I don't even think they know what they want this to be. I mean, obviously, it was reported that this was like a last-minute thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because they thought Cena was going to make it back, and then he couldn't do it. So they were like, fuck. I guess call Shane?
Yeah.
That was what they came up with. Which it's pretty brilliant,
crazy.
actually. It's a brilliant move because it's something that nobody expected in a good way. But, like, I don't understand. They have never really made it clear why Undertaker is Vince McMahon's bitch all of a sudden. Like, he's not even really trying to put up a fight against Vince. Like, he kind of, like, walks towards him a little bit and Vince runs. But, like, Taker...
Because he wants to keep competing at WrestleMania.
No, but he wouldn't give a fuck at this point. He lost to Lesnar already. I mean, like...
But he wants to keep competing.
But he wants to compete against someone that's not Shane, though.
That's why they made it part of the stipulation, though. Why does Undertaker do this? Because he needs WrestleMania. I think
they haven't
that's
said
the
that,
idea.
though. Like, they haven't actually come out and said that. That's all just assumption at this point.
So, I mean, what do you mean? What do you need? You need Undertaker to come out and say, I need WrestleMania.
Yes, that's what I want him to get on the microphone and sound kind of like a desperate person. Like he's holding on to something that he can't hold on to for much longer.
I mean, I've been talking shit about the build-up to all the Undertaker matches since we started this podcast.
This is better than the Bray Wyatt build-up.
Except for the one where someone actually had to die for them to have a good build-up. When Paul Bearer died, that was the only good build-up since,
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like it. Like a lot of people
were
mad about it.
Paul Bearer
but that was the only one that was interesting at all.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, ever since HBK Undertaker 2, that was the last good build-up. Since then, it's just been whatever.
I mean, all I really want is just Undertaker to grab the mic just for like a 5-minute promo by himself in the ring and just say that basically tell the fans how important WrestleMania is to him. And I feel like if he showed even a slight hint of desperation as to if it was taken away from him, he would have nothing anymore, and like really build this thing up to be, if I lose WrestleMania, I lose everything. But he just kind of casually yeah, Vince, I'll kill your son.
Undertaker should never have a thought where he might lose to Shane McMahon. You can't be desperate.
But
Undertaker can't be desperate with the idea that
I disagree though. I think there's more drama if you start to see the cracks in the armor. Like, you've already seen him lose to Brock, so we know he can lose. And if you start to see him, I mean, he was desperate against Brock. He low-blowed him. He kind of looked like a dick. I want to start seeing Undertaker falling apart a little bit. I'm not saying like be a big
Shane McMahon.
Yeah, but they're building Shane like he's a goddamn monster. They're building Shane up in the commentary, and like Vince is like he's going to be an unstoppable force. It's not even about Shane though. I want Undertaker to start showing signs that he's starting to lose what he needs so badly. I want a little more investment from his side, because I feel like Shane has the investment.
I'm 5 years done with Undertaker on a microphone, so
I'm not.
I'm just pissed that they've booked Undertaker into a corner like this when, like, how many appearances at WrestleMania do we have left with this guy, and you're squandering one of them on Shane McMahon?
I agree. I wanted Owens. I thought Owens would have been a much better person.
I once again disagree, because I talk shit about Undertaker before every fucking WrestleMania, don't I?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm sick. I'm bored. I'm bored of him.
And Triple H.
I will say one thing though. Cornette had a really good opinion on this, which one of the few things I listened to recently from him. And they told him about the match, and he was like, he laughed at first. He's like, "Oh, it sucks for the boys because none of them are gonna get a payday against Taker." And then he paused for a second. He's like, "Actually, I mean, this will probably draw a lot more people to watch the show than Taker versus one of the random guys on the roster." So I mean, it's the most important match on the card easily. I mean, it's more important than all the main events. Like, to me, this is the main event of the show.
Yeah, it's definitely a more intriguing match for me out of the whole card.
Yeah.
So what happens if Shane does win? Like, are they going to go for like a fucking roster split
the
again?
Authority will put him in a match against Dolph Ziggler. They'll come out, destroy them both, and they claim that it didn't matter, and they take over Raw the next week again.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker can't wrestle him WrestleMania, but next year he'll be fighting John Cena.
He'll take over Raw. SmackDown doesn't exist, so it would be They don't need a roster split.
No, because the Authority can't stay away from Raw for more than 2 weeks before they have to be back on.
Yes,
having
but
Stephanie
then
bury
they'll just take it away. But I mean, it won't be like a roster split where like, oh, now the Authority is in charge of SmackDown.
Yeah, it was nice seeing Reigns actually get one up on Stephanie finally. That was good. It only took like 3 years for one of the wrestlers to like get a one up on her, so that was nice.
Yeah.
He actually put her in her place finally. It only took 3 years, but yeah, it's gonna be my main event, and I know a lot of people think I'm crazy for it. I would not be entirely shocked if it went on last, because on every Raw that they've been doing, that's been the final segment. They know that this is what's selling Mania. They know that Reigns and Triple H is not, and I know it sounds crazy, but I would not be shocked if they did it. Also, just with the fact that the sell is kind of a pain in the ass to put up. A lot of the times they want it to go on last just because it's easier. I know they didn't do it with Triple H and Taker, but this is the match people are coming to see.
I think it will be it will be the last match is going to be Triple H Reigns because they need the moment at the end with the balloons and the streamers and balloons.
I don't know. I could see it going the other way though. I said I expect that to be the case, but I would not be shocked if they decided to throw this on last instead.
I'd be very surprised, honestly.
Oh,
I do think
normally lie to me.
Super weird. I do think it'd be super weird that it has been super weird that they've been doing the Triple H Reigns stuff like in the middle of the day, in the middle of the.
Hey, it's already been super weird. Why not have Mania be super weird? I mean, their booking is all over the goddamn place right now. They have no idea, no focus. I could easily see Mania doing the same thing.
I don't know.
All right, Bomber, who'd you pick? You picked Taker, right? Yeah. So
I picked Taker. Yeah, I think we all picked.
Yeah, we all picked.
Last
Taker.
2 matches then.
All right, yeah. Well, let's go. No holds barred street fight. Dean Ambrose,
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
It's gonna be Ambrose is gonna die, but it's gonna be great.
Oh, it's gonna be an amazing match. There's gonna be blood. I promise. I promise.
Unless Ambrose wins, this is entirely pointless. this whole thing should be designed to make Ambrose a star, even bigger than he is now, and like solidify him as a main event talent going forward. Because right now he kind of flip flops. It depends on when they need to use him.
Exactly.
But that match with Triple H was excellent. It made him look really good, and I feel like a good performance and beating Lesnar clean. It'll be with weapons, but clean in that situational match is the way to go. And I think that's why they did it, because that way he can beat Lesnar without actually beating Lesnar.
Yeah.
I think that's the outcome that needs to happen. If Lesnar beats the shit out of him, it's entirely pointless. But
I mean, he shouldn't. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say the only thing is though I think Lesnar is gonna get a much better reaction than Ambrose, and that kind of sucks because I want Ambrose to be the guy, but Lesnar's like the only one. Nobody can compare to his reactions right now. Nobody.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, I'm of the opinion, and I've said it before on the podcast, that basically Brock should lose never.
I think this is the time. I agree with you, but I think this is the time.
I think Brock should lose never. Would I be mad if Ambrose won? No, obviously. But I mean, he couldn't even beat Kevin Owens.
Yeah, but that was when they had like 1 or 2 injuries less. Now they need to do something. So.
Yeah.
But no, I think Brock should, because I think Brock should, he couldn't beat Triple H, and I think Brock should be elevated more, like he's more dangerous than Triple H. I think Brock should be elevated more. He's more dangerous than anyone, basically.
I think Brock's on his way out.
So I think Brock should lose never, basically. So I mean, if I had to pick, I'd say Brock.
They've been having those reports. I think he's playing the money game with them again because there's reports going around that he's thinking about going back to UFC again. He's like, oh, you want to re-up my contract for another 2 years? Like, give me double what you were giving me before. I don't. They need to start building other people, and Brock isn't going to be there forever. And Ambrose is real. Like he's the new Daniel Bryan, essentially. Much different wrestling style,
don't
but
say that.
He is the new Daniel Bryan because he's the guy that everybody can believe in because he's just like a normal person. Like you look at him, he's just a guy. But I like that about him. That's what's different. That's why I liked Austin, because Austin just felt like a guy, and he needs some big win to really push him forward in the main event.
True.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Ambrose, just based on the fact that a loss isn't going to hurt Lesnar at this point.
Yeah,
you're torn. Your favorite guy versus the guy that suplexes everybody.
I know. It's no.
I love the guy who suplexes everybody.
It's no secret that Dean Ambrose is my favorite. My favorite right now in the company. But I would not. I actually am. I think Brock's going to win. I do. I'm so scared that they're just. Dean Ambrose lost his last match on Raw against to Braun Strowman. I mean,
oh yeah, don't get me started on that bullshit.
I know it's DQ, but I mean, like that kind of shit right there. I mean, I don't know.
I hated that. I hated that with a passion. Like, why didn't he just beat Braun? He's not protected anymore. Just have him fucking beat him.
literally, he's going into Brock Lesnar, and they're going to have him lose to Braun Strowman.
But they're both big guys.
I know. But
As they reminded us on commentary like 7 times, this is very similar because they're both big.
Big, yeah.
And I want nothing more than Dean to win, but I definitely see, and I love Brock too. I see Brock winning this match, and I see him screwing it up because I think it would definitely make more sense. Because who's Roman gonna fight again? Like once he wins the title, which pretty sure that's gonna happen. Who's he gonna fight? They need to build Dean up to actually get into that Dean Roman feud going on, and I feel like they need this to get him built up to the top level. But
I wouldn't be shocked if Ambrose turns heel after Mania sometime, because that's the way they are. Instead of pushing the guy, instead of pushing the guy that's getting the natural reaction, they're gonna force a heel turn down our throats and put him against Reigns and have him lose to Reigns a few times. I easily could see that, because Lesnar and Reigns, if that happens again, that's either SummerSlam or Mania. They're not going to do that at any other point. They're going to wait. Yeah. They would be dumb to do it at any other point.
Yeah, I don't know. I see Brock winning. I don't know. I know it sucks.
That would
but
just
I see
be depressing for Ambrose. He needs.
It would be.
He needs
a
fucking win. He needs a win that solidifies him.
I agree. He needs a win.
This is one of those. I want him.
I think he shouldn't be maybe he just shouldn't be going against Brock Lesnar.
Who would you put against Brock instead?
I don't know.
Yeah, see,
I have no idea.
So you have no idea. This is it.
I don't have a better answer.
I did like
who
Bray
should go against
originally.
Brock, but I think
Rock will be there, Rab. Rock will be at WrestleMania. What's he doing? He'll be there. He will be there.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to do a whole Royal Rumble again where he comes out after Reigns wins and tries to hold his arm up, and everybody's still booing. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Him and Austin are just going to have a segment together, and that'll be it, because they're both going to be there.
Austin's going to be there. Okay.
It won't be anything important.
What's in Texas?
I mean, yeah. I thought this was a CM Punk versus Stone Cold match. I thought that was supposed to happen here.
God, that would have been.
What happened to that?
You know what's funny? I wanted to mention that, by the way.
I just wish we had CM Punk versus John Cena at WrestleMania.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was a... Oh, my God, why didn't they do that? Why didn't they do that? It would have made him happy, and it would have made us happy. God damn it.
It would have made everyone happy.
Yeah.
Cena could have even won.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I doubt he would have cared either. He just wanted the main event, and I wanted to see a better story than a shitty rehash of an okay match. But not the second one was fucking garbage. Horrible work rate of a match. Just both guys blown up, both guys hurt. It was awful. But I wanted to say, isn't it funny how people are turning on Punk like in droves now, like the smart fans, because of how he's like, he's such a smug son of a bitch about the UFC stuff.
He's a smug son of a bitch in general.
And he
hasn't the UFC stuff.
He hasn't fought anything though, and he's still constantly. Wow.
That's just. Yeah, but that's just who he is.
I know, but I never saw it
for like
before.
3 years now and hasn't fought yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a fan of CM Punk for what year? For 14 years. Yeah,
ever since Ring of Honor, I've always liked him.
I've been a fan of him forever at
but
this point.
Blind.
So yes, this is no. I knew this was him.
No, but see, I didn't. I'm saying personally, I was blind to it because I knew he was a dick, but I was blind to like the smug aspect of it. I knew he was an asshole, but I didn't know he was just so he thinks so highly of himself. And I kind of hope he gets knocked the fuck out on his first match to put like a little sense into him.
He's infamously been like this toward. I mean, he's been a dick to fans forever.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm saying though, it's a different level than what I thought.
You wouldn't even know who he was, and he was a dick to fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's compounded now that he's been gone. I'm
still a fan. Well, yeah, because now there's nothing positive for us to take from him.
Yeah.
Because now he's just being a dick, and he's not even wrestling well.
Yeah, he's not doing anything.
Because he's not wrestling at all. You know,
he's not fighting at all. Yeah.
He's getting injured in training camps.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Brock lost his first UFC fight, so I mean,
I would still love for him to come back. I'm still a fan of him as a wrestler.
I don't know. I think I might be jaded right now. I might need some time.
Oh God.
Well, like I said, I've always known him to be this guy. So
I just feel like he's acting like such a chicken shit, right? He's almost like he's playing a heel, but he's just being himself. It's really weird.
That's how he is.
I know, and I didn't know until now.
He was even like
you were blind.
You know,
I was a mark for him, or I guess a mark for him. Yeah, I was just.
They say all the best gimmicks are just yourself turned to 11.
Yeah.
And what's his gimmick? Like, I'm the best. It's me. I'm amazing.
Oh, so we're talking about Roman Reigns now. Okay, so the main event.
Main event. Okay. Well, I guess let's do it. Triple H versus Roman Reigns,
It
WWE
will
World
be-
Title.
It will be as fun as Lesnar and Reigns was, just because of the simple fact that the reactions are going to be monumental. Hunter is going to be getting probably the best babyface reaction he has ever had in his entire career, and Reigns is going to get booed louder than he was last year. But the unfortunate thing is you're going to get that Cena finish, because all Cena matches are awesome. I think he is one of the best.
I wouldn't say all.
I would pay-per-view.
A large
His pay-per-view,
portion of
yes.
his matches are
A good
awesome.
amount. a
Very
amount.
good. Like,
And
just
he can
excellent.
He can carry anyone.
Yes, I agree, because of his reactions. The thing
Him
is,
and
though-
Michaels had a bad match at WrestleMania, though. I know you remember that.
No, it was fine. It
Michaels,
wasn't great.
Michaels was pissed. Michaels was pissed after that
but
match.
Michaels gets upset when somebody trips. Like, he's got the Orton like temper tantrum complex. I thought it was a good
Madonna.
match. But the thing is, though, even no matter as good as that match is going to be, because I think it's going to be a fun match with the reactions, it's going to have the Cena finish where when Reigns gets the clean pin, everybody's just going to be deflated and hate it, and that'll be that. Because he's going to win. He's going to win, and it's going to be clean, and that they're going to go off the air with the balloons and bullshit, and it's going to be boring.
If it were up to me, right towards the end of the match, who has the upper hand? All of a sudden, Rollins' music hits. Here he comes with the Money in the Bank.
Just do it
cashes
again.
in. Rollins champion. Just fuck it. We pretend he still has that shit. Actually,
That would
now,
save the day.
Actually,
again.
now it's the blue one that Damian Sandow, that Cody Rhodes
They
threw
didn't
into the
count it.
thing. Now
They
he's the
didn't
blue
count
one
it,
for
yeah.
some reason. And yes, to be fair, I'm a goofy son of a bitch, so I really would love that to be the ending.
It would just be funny if every
Everyone
Mania
would be
is
so
him
pissed.
screwing Reigns. Yeah, that'd be
Well,
good.
that'd be a great double turn though. You get Rollins' face because people were starting to react to him as a face anyway before he got injured, and then
Yeah.
you can finally turn Reigns heel.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
Yeah, I know.
He's winning, and you're gonna have to like this for the next year until next year's main event, where they're saying it's probably gonna be Cena and Reigns. So,
Damn,
Yeah,
son.
I don't
Damn,
have to
son.
like it.
You think he's going to hold the title for the whole year?
yeah.
Damn.
If because of their injuries and whatnot, unless somebody comes back and they want to switch gears, they are gonna do the John Cena thing, because this is this is like the same fucking blueprint that they did with Cena. Everybody's like, God, we're getting really sick of John Cena being the guy. All right, well, get ready for that year-long title run. get ready for him holding it, because you're gonna fucking take it and you're gonna like it. That's exactly what they're gonna do right here. He's gonna hold that belt for a long goddamn time.
And then at the end, Ty Dillinger will come out with a 10 sign.
He's got to count out every day that Roman Reigns is going to be champion. So it's going to be like 300 something. He's just sitting there going 10, 10, 10, 10.
So I'm assuming you're picking Roman Reigns. to
Oh
win.
yeah, no, there's no doubt. There's absolutely no chance that Triple H walks out with the title anymore. This is the whole purpose of this. Reigns is LOL. Reigns wins. There you go.
Yeah.
I think The Rock will come down for this match. It's probably after, but I think The Rock will make an appearance.
No, I don't think the Raw will come out again. Not
I
for
think
the-
there's no more interference for this. This is them one-on-one. And
I think it'll be after. I think it'll be after the match. After the match.
No, I don't think he's going to risk that anymore, because he was pissed after the Royal Rumble.
I know.
pretty
I think
publicly
they need to do
pissed.
the same thing, and
No.
I think somebody needs to attack somebody.
Reigns
No,
turns on The Rock and turns heel. That
It's
would be the logical thing to do.
It's not going to happen.
No, wouldn't.
Yeah, that would be
It would.
so.
If
That
you
would
want-
be
if you want-
fantastic.
It wouldn't make any sense.
They're never going to
Oh,
fight.
it was The Rock.
Yeah.
And now we got our arms up, and now I hit you because I'm bad.
I think they're
now.
brothers. I think aren't they brothers? I think they're brothers.
No, they're
They're cousins.
They're
cousins
distant
or something
cousins.
like-
Yeah,
I thought all of Samoans were brothers.
lots of sex in the family, I guess.
Yeah, I thought that's how it went.
No.
But I mean,
The Rock's
storyline-
dad. The Rock's dad was a brother.
Yeah, but the
wow.
storyline's right there.
Yes.
He was a brother. The storyline's right there, though. It's like I'm living in your shadow. I don't need you to come out and raise my hand. Screw you. Screw the fans. Boom. I'm a heel.
Yeah, but then how can they have him be a babyface for the full year, trying to get you to watch all
Because
his
I'm trying to
matches?
live in an alternate universe here, Matt, where that shit does not happen. Okay?
where he cares, where Vince cares.
Even in the alternate universe, I still wouldn't use The Rock. I would just have
I don't
Reigns
know.
come out, and he's so angry that everyone fucking hates him. Honestly, I think the best thing they could do with Roman Reigns, they'll never do it, but I think it'd be amazing if he just started giving the fans the middle finger halfway through the match.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck you guys. And just start throwing up birds. That would be the heel turn right there.
I
That's
think
all it would take.
I think they'll just do what
Some
Cena did, though, where
joking.
Cena was basically like, "Oh, if you like me, great. If you hate me,
Oh,
then whatever."
That's his
So it's-
thing, though. They can't do
But
this.
I'll still,
But
I'm
he's
still getting
becoming
a
he is
reaction.
Cena now.
Yeah.
He's John Cena. Roman Reigns is just Cena.
Wishes.
They copy and pasted, and now
You
he has
think-
Samoan tattoos.
He wishes
Do you think they're going to go hard style this match?
Good, yes, I predict that there will. I predict that there will be blood. They're going to bleed.
Like the Brock match where they're actually really punching and really kicking the shit out of each other.
They're going to knock the shit up.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
they have to.
Yeah, they have no choice. They got to do something because it's going to be a very fun match to watch for all the wrong reasons.
I just loved. I remember last year where I believe, Matt, you were talking about how the main event was going to suck, and I'm like, guys, listen, give it a chance. I think it's going to be good, and I thoroughly enjoyed the main event last year.
It was still the wrong match to do.
Of course, I agree. Well, I don't.
No, you disagree. No, you disagree. You thought that was the perfect match.
I wouldn't say the. Don't say the perfect match.
And you thought Roman Reigns should win at the end.
Yeah, you thought he should
be paraded around with the balloons and the streamers.
Yeah, you did.
I did think Reigns would win.
If I was the producer of this fucking podcast, we'd have a quote right here of you talking about how much you think Roman Reigns should have won at the end. Not
that's
that
a lot of editing.
He was going
that's
to.
Too much. That's too much work, Rap.
That's a lot of work right there.
No, I'm saying if it was, it's not going to happen.
If we had Peanut in here editing the show, maybe he could step it up. But
no, they should have just done Lesnar and Reigns too at this one, and finally had Reigns beat Lesnar.
I mean, I like Triple H as champ. I said that back before he even won the title. I said that he should be champ.
He is a literal placeholder. At least if it was Lesnar, I could believe that Lesnar had a chance. Triple H has 0.0001% chance of walking out with that title.
The other thing is you can watch Triple H on Raw and forget that he's champion.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like they have a champion right now, until he actually parades around with it. It just feels like nothing. It kind of feels like when Lesnar was gone with the belt. There's just not really a champion at the moment.
I don't know. Just seeing him with the belt, it just looks so right. I don't know.
No,
I don't know what to say.
No,
it does to me.
He doesn't have the belt on him half the time.
It looks like desperation is what it looks like to me every time I see him with that belt.
He has the belt around the suit. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Not always.
Well, usually. Throws it over his shoulder. His suit, coat, jacket.
But so we all in agreement, though? We all, LOL, Reigns wins, yeah?
Yes, Reigns wins. Yep,
all
Reigns wins.
Well, we had fan questions. We want to try to get through a couple of them.
Yeah,
one was specifically for Rab.
Let's do it.
That was pretty good. Okay, let me get down to the bottom here. One was from Mike Warren. How big is Batista's dick? Which
of course
will now be a permanent
banned from the podcast.
All right, this is from Dan Federico. Which WrestleMania were you less interested in heading into the event, 31 or 32? That's a great question because I was in a rage over 31, and now I'm just kind of whatever on 32.
Yep, I'm the same. 31, I was just pissed. 32, I mean, if this was in a WrestleMania, I probably wouldn't watch.
You're right, because it could be like any other show at this point.
Well, I wasn't.
If this was Roadblock, I wouldn't watch it.
Sorry, 32. I wasn't. 32 for you? I wasn't butthurt going into 31, so I was enjoying going into 31 that match. But I'm gonna say 32 definitely.
But what was the question again?
So which one were you less interested in? Well, I was more interested in 31 because I was
interested in 31.
Yeah, I was invested.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm less interested in 32.
I wasn't happy with it, but I was interested.
Yeah, I'm less interested in 32.
Yeah, you can tell the injuries are really fucking hurting them right now. Like to the point where it's ridiculous. They've never had this many injuries so soon.
Is that just talking about the main event, by the way?
I think it's talking about the whole event.
Oh, look at 31. Look at Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. They're not in. Damian Sandow is injured, right?
No, he was in. Oh, right now he is. Now he is. Yeah.
Daniel Bryan hurt. I'm just reading guys who were on 31 that are hurt right now. Randy Orton hurt. Rollins hurt. AJ left.
Yeah.
The Bella Twins both hurt.
Cena's a big one.
Cena's hurt.
The other thing you could do too
is Rusev still hurt?
No, he's wrestling.
No, he's wrestling.
Look at the list though, Rab, and look at people from how high up they were on the card or how well protected they were to how they're like jobbers now. Like Rusev. Rusev he was a big deal, and now he's nothing.
You realize I just asked if he was hurt because I had no idea.
Because you don't watch.
Yeah.
No, I do watch.
Sting.
I haven't seen him for
Sting.
Sting's not hurt. Sting went in hurt.
This one's easy. This is from Punisher, and it's: Will Austin Aries ever be world champion in WWE? Maybe NXT, never WWE champion. No way.
Never.
I'd say no.
Not a chance.
No
Too
chance.
Small. Too small. Vince won't even give him the time of day. It's unfortunate because he's a good wrestler for sure.
Yeah.
I've never liked him.
All right, this is from Steve Rogers. Do you think the WWE should bring back the Cruiserweight title? I think they should do that show they were talking about. That sounds really interesting to me.
What show?
Yeah, World Cruiserweight thingy or
Yeah,
they're doing like a worldwide cruiserweight tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're bringing back the title back or how that's going to work, but
Is that just going to be on the network or what?
Yeah, network.
Yeah, it's going to be on the network, but it's going to have a bunch of international guys who aren't actually part of the WWE. It'll be great.
Yeah,
I get to see Juventud Guerrero again.
Juventud Guerrero.
I know Spanky. They said Spanky is apparently like one of the names for it, so that's cool. Brian Kendrick.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, Spanky's still in contact with those guys.
Yeah, probably Carlito, since there's rumors that he's coming back soon. Which I don't really like Carlito though, so.
Sorry, I said Guerrero. It's Guerrero. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
This is true. It is. It's Guerrero. It's not
My bad.
Guerrero.
My bad, everybody.
Okay, Oh, go ahead, Lee.
I was just going to say, this is essentially their big throw their dick out and say, that's right, we're rating everybody's talent across the fucking globe.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay as long as the wrestlers get paid. Sure. This one leads into something I guess we didn't do that we were supposed to do, that Bomber was talking about. What's a worse show, Edge and Christian's WWE Network show, or Chris Lee Knows Best? Chris Lee Knows Best is the worst garbage on TV. Easily. Have you ever tried to watch that?
I didn't watch either of those, actually.
I didn't see. I watched Edge and Christian show right before we did the podcast.
Right, did you like it?
I watched episode, I think, 3, talking about the 90s throwback. I'm gonna say it had its moments. It wasn't as horrible as I thought it was gonna be. It definitely had some stupid shit in there that was like, okay, could have easily been done without. But there were some moments where it was actually pretty good. I mean, they definitely, obviously, naturally have a lot of chemistry, and it wasn't that bad. I'm gonna say it wasn't the worst thing. It wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. We'll say that. I would give it a try. If you're out there and you haven't seen it, I'd give one episode a try.
I will not.
Nope.
Yeah, me never.
Goddamn. Well, anybody else listening, if you're thinking about it, just give it a try. One episode.
Yeah. I would prefer just watching paint dry or masturbating. One or the other.
Well,
one of their shows they have Brutus Beefcake on, for fuck's sakes. What the?
The one I watched, they had The Godfather on. So.
Oh God.
That was.
So this one is from Pello v Pello. Who do you want to see debut on Raw after WrestleMania? I would say Enzo and Cass and Bayley are my two big ones.
Ooh, Enzo and Cass would be good.
Yeah.
Yep, Enzo and Cass. I agree with that. I love me some Enzo.
I haven't really thought about that. I really enjoyed them at Roadblock. I'd say them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Tag division's what they need to start boistering.
Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
Oh God. Yeah.
Rab, this one's for you specifically. This is from Thomas Gibbs. He's the one that asked
the
original.
No. Banned.
Batista's dick. All right, how big is Rab's dick? Also, how big of a dick is Rab?
Oh God.
Man, I
love it.
I didn't hear that guy's banned from the podcast.
All right, this is a good one. This is from Lil Ocean. Do you think Dean will actually use the barbed wire bat or chainsaw at Mania? Yes.
No, is he?
Yeah, I do. I think he's gonna use both. Actually, I think he's gonna go for Lesnar, and he's gonna cut the announce table in half or something because he's never seen anything like that before.
Terry Funk's famous chainsaw that he's well known for, guys.
But barbed wire bat for sure.
Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah,
for the
right.
3 months he was Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah, right. That's such a Vince move.
Fuck.
Oh, that's all I remember you for, you stupid old fuck. Give him this chainsaw.
It's so true.
Who the hell is Terry Funk?
Well, I will say this: Dean Ambrose once Jigsaw. Well, we talked about that already. He had an actual saw used on his forehead in CZW, so I wouldn't be surprised if somehow they use a chainsaw.
Seriously, you've probably a problem.
Oh God!
All right, I'm gonna go through.
I wouldn't be surprised.
A few of the Facebook, because there's a lot of them, but I'm gonna go through the Facebook questions that are good. Well, I mean, I just answered that. What are the odds of Triple H retaining at Mania?
Garbage.
Yeah.
None.
If you don't hear your name, you're done.
Yeah, right.
Step it up next show.
If you don't hear your name, please write your complaints directly to Matt Zion.
Yeah.
And more specifically, you can couple this complaint with all your complaints about Zion mainframe.
I just had one while I'm looking at these I had a thing on Twitter with a fan, and I was saying that I'm pretty sure that for the foreseeable future they're going to keep doing this IC title ladder match, and my reasoning is they put fucking nobodies in it just to keep it going, and if they did that, that means every year it's going to be a thing, and I hate that. I can't stand the fact that the IC title is just going to be, oh, it's time for the ladder match thing. Like, I want classics. I want one-on-one matches, even like triple threats, whatever. I want matches I remember. But do you guys think that it's going to be like a yearly thing from now on for the IC title?
Depends if they remember or not right before.
They just forget.
I don't.
It's a hardcore title at this point, really.
I don't know.
It feels like it at Mania, at least. There's
I
so
don't think-
many "How big is Batista dick?" questions.
Oh my god, that's what we're known for now. Is talking about.
Well, no.
Batista's
How big is Batista's dick is a very
I assume it's kind of
infamous
small.
question
'cause
in
he's-
like
he's on
U-shoots and
roids.
shit.
I bet.
It's a very common question, and that's why I didn't
On
like it
Twitter?
because these people have no creativity, not one bone in their body
wow,
to ask
wow.
a smart question.
Insult the fans even more.
Not
There you
all of them, just Tom Gibbs.
There you go. I will say, I hope not. They already have.
I'm kidding, Mr. Gibbs.
Oh, there you go.
I'm absolutely joking. No, never mind. Fuck it.
Yeah, you don't have to, kid. He's like a thing now, so I'm sure he's super happy about it.
Yeah, I'm sure as well.
So they already have the Memorial Battle Royal just to throw everybody in. There's no need to do it also for the IC title. So I hope next year. I mean, quite frankly, they didn't do it. They didn't do a singles match this year with Owens and Zayn. So I don't know, but I hope next year they drop it and they don't do it 3 years in a row. But
Yeah.
I say I hope not. That's my answer. I hope not.
This is a really quick one because it's a stupid one, but it's Kylie asks, "Why is Akeem so freaking awesome?" I don't even really remember him. I know he's the one with the goofy hat.
Oh, Akeem, the African Dream.
Yeah, yeah.
Who was the one-man gang before?
Oh my god.
Who existed entirely to make fun of Dusty.
You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
And be racist at the same time.
Oh, super racist. Every gimmick back then, if you weren't Hulk Hogan, was racist. All of them.
And now his
kinda
gimmick
true.
is being racist.
Yeah. That's so
Oh man, there it is.
okay, so this is from Garth Moore. How would you see Bailey doing on the main roster? Would they change her look to make her look more like everybody else?
God, I don't know.
If they don't mess
I'm
with
so
her,
scared.
I think she's
I'm so
gonna be
scared.
shut up. She's gonna be really good. The younger female fans absolutely adore her, and I think that at least from in terms of wrestling ability, the male fans respect her. So I think as long as they don't try to dumb her down like they do with everybody, I think she'll do just fine. But I can't say who told me this, but apparently the office thinks she has a fugly face, and that's why they will never take her seriously.
Oh man, that's gonna.
What do you mean you can't say who told you? Got an insider or something? What are you talking about?
I don't know nothing, bro. So
What does that mean?
So
I mean-
I disagree though. I think that they've treated her pretty well.
Not the only person I ever hear to have said that. So
Yeah. Apparently, like Vince thinks that
there's a
she's-
leaky there's a leaky boat. There's a leaky boat in the
Vince thinks she has a super downer face, and of course that's what killed Christian's career. Even though Christian should deserved a lot better. So I could see them bringing her up and just ripping all that shit off her because Vince thinks she has a weird face, and that's it. He doesn't care about anything else because he's insane.
Oh yeah, and you know all the catty bitches up in the main roster are gonna be saying catty bitch stuff. Look at this fugly fucking lump of shit.
To be fair, I mean, all the divas in the main, most of the divas in the main roster are like people she knows though.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, she might do a
The
fine. as far as
the
girls.
NXT people took over.
Did they?
They did. It's
Well,
you know,
the
Bayley
divas, yeah, divas.
and the
did,
divas did. The NXT people took over.
Oh, yeah,
What's left of the
Charlotte,
non-NXT
yeah.
people, like
but
Natalia,
The
who's got
Brie-
no,
the Brie-
Natalia, who's not going to start making fun of other people's faces.
Jeez.
I don't care what you're saying. I like Natalia.
She's got just she.
I mean, they obviously
very
don't respect
pronounced
her.
Chin.
She had a fart.
The
dimension,
Anvil's gonna
for
come
God's
after you,
sake.
man. He's gonna break in your house or something.
No,
this-
I think she's a beautiful woman. Just very pronounced chin.
I like,
nothing wrong with that.
This question's good.
But no, I mean,
Okay.
I think she's not gonna have a problem in the locker room.
No, I think
she's
it's
got all
I think it's specifically it's a Vince and Kevin Dunn problem because they're both idiots and they're gonna look at her and not even bother watching her matches because apparently Vince doesn't usually bother watching NXT and they're gonna look at her and be like she's got a big ass, she's got a downer face, I
Yeah,
don't
she
like her,
does.
job her out because that's the way he is. Because he's a fucking insane old man and should have retired like 5 years ago and given it off to Triple H or anybody for this matter at this point.
Her booty does not quit.
Oh god, it's so nice. It's my favorite.
It's my fave.
All right, so this one's from Ryan. How do you think that Nakamura and Hideo Itami will fare outside of NXT when they're brought up on
You know,
the
I
main
actually
roster?
saw that question on your Facebook, and I thought, damn, that's
It's a good
question.
one. Yeah, because, I mean, you know, Vince has a history of treating Japanese wrestlers like crap. Even Tajiri, probably the best treated one, but even then
Yeah.
he was still
Dude,
just generic
Funaki did great.
racist. No, but yeah, but they treated him like, oh, I don't speak English. Yes, I kick you in the head. Like he was just total generic.
To be fair, they did say that he was SmackDown #1 announcer.
No, that's a different guy.
Well, shit.
That's Funaki.
I said Funaki.
Yeah, I was. Oh, okay. I thought you
he
had.
said Funaki.
I thought you were making a Vince joke that he didn't know the difference between Funaki and Tajiri.
That would be good, though.
Yeah, because I think that they're both in a different level. I think Hideo is going to have a harder time because of the injury. I think that when someone gets hurt, that puts a little doubt in Vince. I mean, it's been proven many times that it does. Nakamura's coming in fresh. He's got a lot of hype, but he's coming in from NXT, and Vince hates NXT. So I don't know. It's up in the air.
I think, I agree. I think that Hideo's going to have a harder time, but more because, Nakamura, he's I don't know, he's got a flair to him. He's weird. He's weird as shit. Mm-hmm. He's just a weird dude, but there's something to him. And Kenta, sorry, I forgot his name for a second. Hideo Itami. Hideo, he's more about the wrestling,
Yeah.
Which is not
then he's about the flair, and you kind of need a flair.
Yeah, he's a little boring. He's a little boring.
He's a little boring, not in the ring, obviously.
Yeah, from a character standpoint.
From a character, he's a little boring. He's a little bland. He's more about the wrestling, and you kind of need a character. And that's not even a Vince thing, honestly. That's just in general in the WWE.
Yeah,
you can wrestle the shit, but if you don't have charisma, because even someone like Cesaro, who is not great on the mic, but he still has charisma in the ring. You don't really get that from Hideo Itami.
Yeah, Nakamura's got pretty much the total package. He's got the charisma in the ring. He's got the world-class talent. He's got the look. He's got everything going for him. He can speak a little bit of English.
Well, he's learning, too. They said he's specifically trying to learn English better, so he's taking it seriously.
That's good.
And he's got the size, too. He's bigger than most Japanese wrestlers.
Yes.
He's taller, and he can actually put the weight on. Before he got into this weirdo character that made him so successful in New Japan, he actually had a lot more weight on him. If you look at him younger, he was carrying around a lot more muscle. He could put that back on again if they needed him to. So.
And see, I've never seen a match of his, and there's so much hype. I'm really excited to see what he's all about.
I only saw some matches recently. Ever since they signed him, I didn't know a lot about him. Mm-hmm. Man, he's good in the ring.
Nice.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm excited.
He's so good.
And Hunter loves him a lot because he uses his knee for 90% of his offense.
He's got great ring presence. He's got great ring presence. He's got tons of charisma. I'm excited. I think he could do very well. Even with Vince being Vince, I think he can do very well.
Mm-hmm. Before we go to the next question, though, I do have to disagree with Matt Zion. I don't think Tajiri was the #1 Japanese wrestler. I think that was Jimmy Wang Yang. And
jeez,
I love Jimmy. I love Jimmy Wang Yang.
Jimmy Yang was fantastic.
Yeah, I loved him. He's great.
It's not his fault that he's not from Japan.
I know he's definitely not a Japanese wrestler, but they saw him and they're like, all right, this guy's Japanese.
Yeah, but what did he do? What did he do to him immediately? He's like, I want you to become a redneck, a white redneck, because that
was great.
Yeah, but it was 100% Vince suggestion. They just came to him and were like, we want you to be a redneck because you're foreign and nobody likes foreign people because they're dumb. Because Vince is a fucking idiot.
They tried to do that with Taka Michinoku for a while too. Remember when he was palling around with fucking JBL?
Oh god.
No, but I'll take your word for it.
It was a thing. It happened. It happened for a while.
Yeah, it screams Vince, and Vince is insane.
I don't know. I thought Jimmy Wang Yang honestly was a fun guy.
Oh, I liked him and Shannon Moore. Him and Shannon Moore as a team on ECW was awesome.
It was memorable.
Fun guy. And to be fair, that might have been a little bit of him. He's a crazy guy.
He did an interview and he said when they signed him that they came to him and they were like, Vince wants you to be a redneck cowboy. And he's like, oh, okay, well, all right.
To be fair, he's goofy. Okay, so maybe it wasn't his idea, but I don't think he probably.
Vince didn't even know they fired him. Do you remember the story of how they hired him? Right, like hired him back. That he was trying to get tickets because he'd been fired for 2 or 3 years, and he went backstage because obviously he knows people, so he can get backstage. He's trying to get tickets for a girl he was going out with. For a future show, and so while he was back there, Vince comes down the corridor and just sees him. And goes, Jimmy, we need you to get out there and take the Spirit Squad's finisher for HBK to show him it's safe. And he's like, okay, I don't work for you. He's like, what? No, just get out there. So he went out there, and right before he's gonna take the spot, one of the agents pulled Vince aside and was like, yeah, he hasn't worked for us for a couple years. And he's like, oh, well, just go ahead and sign him.
Oh my god.
And he signed him. He took the move, and that's why he became a redneck for a couple years.
Epic story.
Yeah.
Jimmy Wang Yang.
True story. Vince being a fucking psychotic old man.
So, do you have any other good questions?
One. Well, it's not good, but we're gonna finish on one more. Probably for Rab, because I think Rab would take offense to it. From Cody Bell, do you feel that wrestling is the male equivalent to daytime soap operas?
Yes.
Oh wow, he's not pissed off about it. I thought you might get upset. I was gonna agree. Yeah, pretty much. I don't really care.
Watch Lucha Underground.
Oh, there you go.
That's the one. That's the
Canadian.
One. Yeah. No, I mean pretty much it is. Yeah.
What was that about?
Like one person, I put down questions, and one person just put Hulk Hogan. No question, nothing, just Hulk Hogan.
That's my favorite question tonight.
That's a great question, Hulk.
Good
You
question.
think you said it wrong? You're supposed to say Hulk Hogan?
Was there was
No,
there an actual
it's a
question mark?
statement.
Oh.
No, it's just Hulk
Oh.
Hogan. That's it.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Hulk.
I agree. I've always thought that. I mean, that's the one thing that when everybody's wrestling isn't real. You know that, right? I'm like, yeah, it's a show. It's a drama. It's drama with action in it. I mean, that's
And I think
literally all it is.
I mean, that might be why I like some of the goofier stuff, because I think too many people take it way too seriously.
Oh yeah, big time. Oh, I got into a debate with a fan over Joey Ryan doing the spot where the Japanese guy grabbed his dick and then did the
God.
dick of strength. And now to me, I watched it the first time and I laughed. I was like, yeah, it's a cute spot because I know wrestling's fake and I know it doesn't really fucking matter. So it's cool. But this fan, I know Cornette also shit all over it, but I mean, come on,
Yeah.
it's Cornette. But there was a lot of people that were saying that, well, he exposed the business. The business is so exposed that there's never any way to cover it up. It doesn't fucking matter. It was a fun moment. Who cares?
I mean, I know, obviously know it's fake and everything, and I mean, but goddamn, that was a little over the top. You got to admit that was a little over the top.
Santino one time had what was it? It was like Heath Slater or Jinder Mahal play a flute that could control the snake on his hand, and I was fine with it. So I'm fucking fine with Joey Ryan's cock being strong.
That was the best thing ever. Santino not being able to control, because yes,
Yeah.
because yes, fucking Jinder Mahal had a little flute and was doing like that Indian snake charmer song.
You know what the best thing
That
is?
was-
One, okay, it's stupid. It doesn't make sense. It's racist because they picked Jinder to do it. And three, they had to dub in the little flute sound, so it didn't even sound right.
Look, there's some of that stuff that dumb is just, to me, it's a little. I don't get mad at it, but it's just I'm not all about it.
I feel like there's some of that kind of stuff missing these days. I mean,
Me too.
I
Yeah,
kind
it
of
needs
miss.
to be
I kind of miss
lighthearted.
back when there was always an episode of Raw or episode of SmackDown
No.
around like Halloween and stuff, and those episodes were ridiculous. Like they were acting like it was, or like Thanksgiving and just.
Yeah, throw that bitch in a giant
No.
thing of gravy.
See,
Let's do this.
I miss where it felt more like real. I miss where it felt a little more real.
I want it
I mean,
to feel
but
like a sport, but
It
I
never
don't
can
care.
though. It never can.
I-
though.
Not,
I-
I agree. It can't anymore. Not with like.
Yeah.
See, the
So
thing
fuck
is,
it.
like with all this stuff that's going on, as much we're not getting into it,
All right.
but as much as I love CZW, there was a spot. They did a spot one time. Greg Excellent, I love him. He's hilarious. He's
That's
a
a good
comedian
name.
wrestler basically, and they did a spot where like something happened. He did like ear slap, and he like was like, "What? I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear the spot." And they're like yelling this out in the crowd.
Yeah, 'cause that's
and the-
dumb.
And the dude's
Okay,
like,
that's just dumb.
That's
Yeah.
that's stupid. That's not.
That's not
that's
funny.
not the same thing.
It's not clever.
That's not
It's
the same
just
thing.
dumb.
Yeah.
It's not even close. It's not even remotely the same thing. That's just a guy
It's not
being
even
stupid.
close.
I don't care what
I'm not
Joey
even making
Ryan
fun of
does for a fucking sandwich in some indie somewhere that no one's ever heard about.
No, but here, Rab, I can tell you right now, Bomber will hate Lucha Underground. Will fucking hate it.
I'm
That's
gonna
why
hate
you and I like it because we don't care.
How do
Because
you-
we know it's
how do you know I'm
fake
gonna
and we
hate
don't. It doesn't have to be
I know
serious.
it.
No, you're gonna hate it. If you
Why
don't
do
like
you
the
say
Joey
that?
Ryan spot, you are not gonna like Lucha Underground.
I wasn't a big fan of the joint right.
But that's it though. It makes sense.
Spot.
So you're not gonna like it because there is so much
didn't hate
suspension
it.
of disbelief. It's men die. Okay,
Well,
that's-
it depends. It sounds more like an actual an actual show, not
Well,
like a
it is
wrestling
an
event.
It is an actual show.
Well, then
Yeah.
that should be different.
Season two opens with Vampiro in a mental
Vampiro's
facility.
still alive?
yeah, he's one of their main
Yeah.
guys. Top drop.
What?
Top
Well,
drop.
he's one of the announcers now.
Yeah, but he still has he had that big match on the season finale of season one.
Yes, he did, and that's why season two
Oh,
opens with him in a
God.
mental facility because he's having a mental breakdown after what happened in season one. It's
Oh
it's
my
great.
God.
It's
I
so good.
like how they debuted Justin Gabriel against Willie Mack, and they had Willie Mack go over clean. To me, a lot of people were complaining about that, but I think it's awesome because just because a guy debuts doesn't mean that he's going to automatically win his match.
Hey, that was a pretty good match too.
Yeah, and it wasn't. Both guys look great, so who cares? Who fucking cares? They both look gold at the end. That was. I love booking decisions like that. Like every once in a while, debut a guy, have him job, because it's more realistic.
It is. I mean, that's what they do in fucking Japan. It's like all the new guys lose like a motherfucker for the longest time before they, they start to get good and they start to earn moves and they start to gain experience, and you actually buy that they're progressing up the ranks instead of just, oh, new big guy, he wins. Blah.
Oh, so almost as good as Lucha Underground is what you're saying. Okay, I got you.
God.
Yeah.
Well, I like I said, I haven't seen it. I will give it a try. And I'll give you a fair evaluation when I see it.
All right, sounds good. As soon as
I guess I
gotta
gotta wait till
I'm gonna
Netflix.
watch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll wait
watch
till
it.
it gets on Netflix. Just let me know when it gets on there.
All right, that's it for the questions then, and I assume we're wrapping it up.
I did want to talk about one last thing before
Okay.
since this is
More
going into
CZW.
no more CZW, no more CZW. The Hall of Fame.
I wish
What were you
there
guys?
was no more CCW.
Don't be an asshole. There has to be CZW. Anyway, the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. What are you guys' thoughts on the Hall of Fame class this year?
I don't care.
Was it that?
Sting,
Okay.
Yeah, Godfather,
Sting,
Sting.
Good.
Freebirds.
The not Freebirds, where two of the
Stan-
awesome ones are dead.
Stan Hansen
Well, I
was
mean-
just added,
Stan Hansen, that's cool.
which was a good
Jack-
entry. I like when they
Jacqueline.
put people
Bring
in
him
that
in.
are outsiders.
Jacqueline.
Oh
Jacqueline
God,
was
that's
good.
so that
Jacqueline.
screams we needed black people in because of the Oscars thing. Jacqueline, you want to go in? Because she has no fucking
Well-
business being in the Hall of Fame. Neither does Godfather. Both of them. Godfather at least has an
I
argument.
agree, Godfather.
He has
I
an
agree with
argument,
Godfather.
but if you really want it to be special, he's not in the Hall of Fame. He's not worthy of it.
I agree.
Jacqueline trained a lot
I-
of female wrestlers.
Yeah, but training wrestlers doesn't put you in the Hall of Fame. If they had a category, like I still say they should put referees in. Not all the time, but just every once in a while they should put in
Sure.
people backstage too, like maybe
Earl Hebner
people that were
again?
producers.
They can't. That's Earl Hebner is why they can't put referees in,
Why? What did he do?
because they hate Earl Hebner.
Yeah, but
They
just
had
put
a
in other
giant falling
ones.
out.
Just put in all the other ones.
Yeah, but it'd be weird not having Earl Hebner because
It
if
was
anyone should
weird
be
not
in it,
having-
It should be Earl Hebner.
It was weird not having what's his name, longest world champion of all time, till they finally got him in.
True. Triple
And they
H
still did it.
San Martino.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
because
San
they did,
Martino.
Bruno.
that's because they wanted to put him in, but he didn't want to go
Yeah,
in.
Brad, it has nothing to do with Earl Hebner. They don't give a fuck
And-
about Earl Hebner.
And Big
But
Boss
Dave
Man.
I'm not
Hebner-
saying they can't. I'm just saying it would be weird.
Big Boss Man's getting in. That's a great.
Okay,
That's
see,
true. That's
I
true.
would argue
Big
that he's worth it because of the fact that he was a bigger deal before the Attitude Era. Like he was around for a really long time.
Yeah, he was fantastic. I love Big Boss Man.
I think he
yeah.
has a better
I
case
think
than
it's-
Godfather, even though Godfather
Oh,
was around for a long time
Jesus.
too.
Yes.
No, I think for sure he should be in the Hall of Fame. There's nothing strange about Big Boss Man.
But Jacqueline
But-
is the worst one, hands down.
But
That's
should
no
Sting
business.
be
I
in?
agree.
What should Sting be in? That's the big. He's the headliner, obviously.
I like how
What?
Dave Meltzer refuses to put Sting in his Hall of Fame because he wasn't a draw. That's how amazing
See,
you have
that's-
to be to get into his Hall of Fame. Won't do it.
I heard. Yeah, that's. But no.
But I mean,
What were we gonna say?
they,
Dave?
they
yes,
got to bring
it's Sting.
they got to bring Sting in. I mean, they wouldn't give him any wins, so they might as well give him a fucking.
That's not
No,
true.
Sting.
He did get one win, Lee, on Raw in
Was
the
it a
tag team
tag
match
match?
with John Cena. He got a DQ
Yeah.
victory.
Great.
Jesus
They'll
Christ.
highlight it. Yeah,
The only time he can get a win is yes, a team with Cena.
John Cena.
God.
No, the fact that it's called the WWE Hall of Fame, I have to say I don't.
But they have
Sting.
tons of people on there.
I know,
that
and that's
aren't
bullshit.
really.
No, I like that. No, I like
They
that a
should
lot.
drop the name WWE then. It should just
No.
be the Wrestling Hall of
No,
Fame.
I don't think so.
Pro
Because it's still
Wrestling Hall of Fame.
WWE, but it's a broad Hall of Fame. I love that Stan
it's
Hansen's
their-
going in.
It's their Hall of Fame. It's maintained by them.
Yeah. But it's still
I-
Hall of Fame. I like that they put somebody from the outside every once in a
Yeah,
while.
I think
It
I
makes
think it's
sense.
great that they do. Yeah,
Especially
No,
now
I
that the
think for
network's
sure.
up and running. That's a big deal. You want people to watch them.
Yeah, I feel that's.
And to be fair, they
Oh,
do own WCW,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
where Sting was. It's not like Sting can go into the WCW Hall of Fame,
I got you.
which
It's just-
was a real thing.
Yeah.
I'm just hung up on the name is all. It's WWE Hall of Fame, and yet Sting's going into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but
'Cause
he's
they're-
going in for
they're Hall of
everything
Fame.
he's done. Everything he's done. They're not just
Oh,
saying,
I'm not saying he hasn't done anything great. Sting
No, I know, but
definitely
you're-
deserves to be in a Hall of
he's
Fame.
not just going in for what he did in WWE, though. They're going to mention everything he did.
He
They're
didn't
not
do
just
shit.
ignoring
It was. Yeah, it's like the Von Erichs are in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and they didn't do
Fine.
very much at all, if anything.
Yeah.
They should be in a different Hall of Fame then. They shouldn't be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
What? So WWE should open up a WCW Hall of Fame just to
No,
have
if they
one
had a
once
pro, if it was called the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, then of course all
year?
these
This is
guys
a
should be in there.
Really
Yeah, but they
weird
can't-
nitpick.
But one, they can't control that. You know, it's hard to control a name that you don't they can't copyright pro wrestling.
There's
They have a
no way.
copyright on WWE Hall of Fame, and yes, there is already a Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and they actually have real wrestlers in that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
it's Meltzer's. Meltzer's is like essentially like the actual.
Is it called the
Hall of
Pro
Fame.
Wrestling Hall of Fame?
Pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Boom. That one. Let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
but Meltzer's is ridiculous. Sting
Do they
not
have a
being allowed
2016?
in is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I know
Do they
his
have
logic.
a induction this year? What is their?
They just
Hall
do
of
a
Fame?
private thing. They don't. I don't think they actually do like a ceremony. He just basically gives out awards in his magazine. It's not
Yeah.
It's not very fancy.
Oh.
Yeah. His reasoning was that Sting, during the WCW days where he was on top, he wasn't a big draw because the company didn't do well. I'm like, yeah, you're fucking dumb. He's
Well,
Sting.
it's not just Meltzer. I mean, everyone votes for there's all kinds of people who actually vote for that one though.
Yeah,
So.
and a lot of them take his stance on it. And I don't understand. But that's a really weird nitpick though, because it's called WWE. It should only have WWE people. Like they are the wrestling company of the
Okay,
world now.
so Metzger's Hall of Fame is the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame, so it should only have people who were part of the Wrestling Observer Newsletter.
No,
Yeah.
no. See, that's
Only subscribers.
don't be
Subscriber of the year.
Only subscribers, writers, editors.
No,
Those
that's
guys should be the only
that
people
is
in the
about
one Hall
the
of Fame.
entire world of pro wrestling.
So is
So
WWE
is
at
the
this
WWE
point.
Hall of Fame. It's just called
WWE,
it's
okay.
theirs.
Then why do they shit on all the people with that came in from WCW, all these NXT guys that come up and shit like that? I mean, come on.
What do you mean?
Okay.
What are you,
The
I don't-
NXT
what are
thing
you
was
talking about? What are you talking about?
like Sting. They completely shit all over Sting. Yet now they're like, oh, here you go.
Because he's still the enemy.
Also, to be fair, they tried to get Sting forever, and Sting was like, "I'll never work for them."
Yeah, they did.
I mean,
So put that
and
shit
you
on
gotta
Sting.
you gotta respect
See,
that. I mean,
Sting could have come over in 2002.
and you gotta respect
The rest of
that.
it, he just didn't feel like it.
You gotta
I don't
respect
need to respect shit. Why would I need to respect
Yeah, I
that?
wouldn't really respect it. I did like one person.
What
made
is
a
there to respect?
comment-
He went to TNA, so he clearly has no morals.
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
One person made a really good comment. They were talking about how they were a little sad that Sting ended up coming over because he could have been like the one big name that Vince never signed. I could see it, but at the same time, like, fuck it. He wanted a WrestleMania match, and he got it. Like, it may not have been the best ever, but yeah, it wasn't
and he
awful.
lost.
It was watchable.
You need that WrestleMania money.
Yeah, you need that WrestleMania money, sure. And now he can
And
just...
lost.
And now after surgery, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure WWE's covering his surgery.
Yeah,
One of the
probably.
few things there. They're not going to TNA him and throw a beer can at his head and tell him good luck.
I really love how the Freebirds are getting inducted by the New Day.
Yeah,
That's
weird.
really weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I love how it's the worst
fucking
incarnation of the Freebirds, based solely on the fact that those are the only two left alive.
Pretty bad.
I mean, Michael Hayes. He's
Well, I mean,
kinda-
they're all going in. Just
Yeah.
those are the ones who are
Yeah.
going to show up.
I mean,
well, they
Wow.
could duct tape
Yeah.
them together.
I mean,
Garbage
what do you-
shouldn't be in there
What
anyway.
do you want?
He wasn't really a Freebird anyway.
Yeah, but
Who
they got to
wasn't
be
really a
universal about it.
Wait a minute. WWE Hall of Fame presented by Mattel. Oh god damn. God damn.
I mean, the Hall of Fames
Hey,
are
man,
unwatchable
hey,
anyway.
if this was 15 years ago, it'd be presented by like Uggs.
South
They're
Park.
gonna get Lego Batman in the Hall of Fame.
WWE Hall of Fame presented by 4 Hour Energy.
Now, will
Yeah.
they put in another person under the Warrior Award? Or is that like a one-time thing only, and they're never going to bother doing it again? I think it's going to be a one-time thing. I don't think they're ever going to do it again.
What happened to the little kid thing? The little kid award,
He
the
died.
Dana Bryan.
Oh, no, that's the one that Warrior won. That's the
Yeah.
one. That was
That's
the
the
Warrior.
Warrior.
Oh, they
Award.
called it the
Connor-
Warrior?
Connor won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
named after Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Which
Which
is
makes
called
no
the
sense 'cause
Death
he
Award.
was a racist bigot. But,
Yeah.
he's dead now, though, so now he's Jesus.
He was
That's how it works.
he was a crazy person and a very bad wrestler.
Yeah, he was. He totally was. Doesn't change anything in his life. Just because he died doesn't make him not a literal racist homophobe.
Yeah, he talked like a human being to 2 or 3 people during WrestleMania weekend. All of a sudden, he's a fucking saint again.
Yeah. Well, he died. That was the...
I will say,
Yeah.
to be fair, that speech he gave right before he died was amazing.
He should have just died in the ring,
And-
though. Like, that would have made it. If he just died
He
right
looked like
there.
he was
He
going
should
to.
have died in the ring.
Seriously. What do you...
Every warrior sometimes breathes their last breath. Watch.
Yeah, he goes- they're like, oh, Warrior's just bumping around. He's good. No.
Oh my god, you guys are the.
If I had to choose, if I was like, okay, I'm either gonna die just in front of like my wife outside of the hotel, or I'm gonna go down right in the middle of the ring and be the only person that they actually captured dying and showing on footage in the ring, I'm picking that one. I'm going down right in the ring. That's what I would do.
No, I think
Remember
Owens
forever.
went pretty good.
No, but they didn't show
Yeah.
it. They didn't show it because he
That wasn't actually shown. No.
Warrior was actually like being filmed live. I'm saying drop like it's like if Owen was like, "Hey, camera, come up here real quick," and then he went, "Ah!" and then he would qualify for the Warrior Award.
Guys, I think you're taking this too far.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's too soon. I'm sorry, Owen Hart's family. It's too soon.
Too soon.
It's getting grim.
Isn't it horrible that
Much-
Owen Hart had to die dressed as the Blue Blazer? God, that
That's
sucks.
the worst.
That sucks so bad. That poor. He was so much better than that. That poor. One of the few guys that should have easily had a heavyweight title run before they just completely destroyed him. Poor dude.
Yep.
Rest in
Did
peace.
they announce a celebrity for this year?
Rip. I think so. Shit.
I'm trying to look. I don't see one.
I think
Yeah,
they
I
did. It was fuck. I
I
I
haven't
swear
heard
I
any
seen it.
celebrities.
It was God damn it. I seen it. Shit. Was it? God damn it. I don't know. I seen it.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't shoehorn Brian in, because usually that's what they do.
What do you mean?
Like he'll probably be next year's. Because like when
What do you
Edge
mean?
got hurt, Edge went down and they put him in immediately. Like I
You think
imagine-
Brian deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
Oh my God, no doubt. Are you fucking kidding me? He main evented a WrestleMania. My
Okay,
argument
okay,
is
I'll-
if they
I'll-
main
if they
evented a
put in the-
WrestleMania, they go in.
He was the best wrestler
I'm a
for
little
like
too.
a decade.
See, when it comes to Hall of Fame, I get a little
Look,
intense because I hold
think
it so high
depends
up.
on- yeah, but
but-
not this one.
If the Godfather gets in, then I guess.
Yeah, I was
Exactly.
gonna say Bomber would be
Not-
like, "Oh,
that's
Godfather
what pisses
Jack
me
would
off.
get in, but that Daniel Bryan, no way."
Oh, trust me, Godfather should not even come close to being in the. Hall.
Coco
I-
Beware is in it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Coco Beware.
I would argue that Daniel Bryan deserves it, even if they were stricter about it. The man fucking saved a WrestleMania, saved it single-handedly, saved it for the company. He deserved to be in, and just the fact that easily one of the best wrestlers on the planet for years and years and years. There's no questioning it. It's not
I
even
res-
a like,
I
oh,
respect-
maybe.
I respect your opinion.
Oh, you're a fucking awful. You Trump supporter, piece of shit.
What do you mean Trump's?
You
What?
love
Where
Trump.
did that come from?
You love Trump
Because-
so much.
no, no.
You know, by the way, he is in the Hall of Fame.
Trump
Remember,
is.
Donald
Oh,
Trump is in the
yeah.
Hall of Fame.
That's pretty good.
All right,
Donald
well, I
Trump, of all
need
people.
quick a political analysis, Rab, because you're the political
trying to
guy. So
find
your
this.
Rubio's
Yeah.
he's done. He tapped out. They put Trump put him in.
I told you Rube was dead.
Okay, but
Rubio dead in the
who is
water.
it that you because you think Trump is getting the nomination for sure? Like I think he is. There's no way unless they try to screw him. They do like a
I
run
think
in.
they could screw.
Do you think they're gonna do a run in with the what's the guy's like the House
It won't.
Speaker
It
of the
won't
House?
be. No, it maybe it might be Kasich. Really, what they're going to try to do if they're going to do anything to stop him.
Man, the
right
Democrats
now.
are gonna
They
love
will-
that shit.
They will screw him. The problem is okay. So the Republicans have basically given up on becoming, on having a Republican president. They're done with that.
They're like,
They're
it's
just
okay.
afraid at this point. They're just afraid at this point that if he runs for president as a Republican, it will hurt down ballot.
Yeah.
So like, if you go, man, these Republicans are racist assholes. I'm definitely not voting for this motherfucker for state council
Yeah.
because he's also a
He'll
Republican.
destroy the rest of their party essentially slowly
Yes,
but
that's
surely.
that's so. I mean, they're ready to take the fucking whole ship down right now.
Yeah.
They'll put anyone. Maybe Kasich, maybe Cruz. I mean, neither of those people have any
Was it-
chance in hell of being
Wasn't it?
president.
Because I remember I was reading. It was it Paul Ryan? Isn't he the Speaker of the House?
He's the speaker. He's the Speaker of the House, and he
They're
desperately
trying-
wants to be
They're
president.
trying to throw him into the mix too.
Paul,
Yeah.
Paul Ryan he wants to be president so bad that he didn't want to be Speaker of the House. It's very hard for the Speaker of the House to become president.
Yeah.
It happens very, very rarely because becoming Speaker of the House puts you in firm positions, and being in a firm position is very hard to become president.
Shut up, Trump supporter. We're talking politics.
Lee,
here.
don't you just love everything that is being said right now?
No, but Lee hates Hillary, I think, right?
Well,
Wait,
Lee's
I hate-
Canadian.
He's
I
Canadian.
definitely hate her.
Lee's
Yeah.
Canadian.
No, but I know
Yeah.
he doesn't like Hillary. We've talked about it before.
I don't think any.
Doesn't
I don't
matter,
know
he's- doesn't matter,
anybody
he's
likes
Canadian.
Lee, okay, so you're Canadian, but who would you pick out of all the candidates right now if you had no choice?
Say none of them.
And you can't
Oh,
pick
say
Bernie
none of
because
the candidates?
Bernie's totally losing, so you can't pick him.
Say none of them.
Oh, I can't pick the one that will lose.
No, but I mean Bernie would be my choice too, but he's definitely not going to win.
I would say Sanders just because I'm obviously I'm
Wow.
a socialist. And
He's not even going to play the game. He's like, no, it's Bernie or burn.
Oh god.
No, I'll go
some-
Hillary.
like
I'll go
some-
Hillary before I vote for any of those assholes that they have up right now because they're all terrible. Bunch of idiots.
Oh, I think what I thought I
God.
saw.
Bomber died.
Regis, hello?
Bomber, you're dead. You're dying to us. I'm gonna have to take out the show now.
What? Can you hear me right now?
You sound like a robot, bro.
Everyone sounds like a robot.
Oh, we sound horrible. All right, well that's Jobber Radio. Don't vote for Trump or Cruz for the love of God. Don't fucking do it. I know it sounds like a good idea, just don't do it. We'll see you later.